Like I can't.
I think I might just wait on this video I want to show. I really want to show this video. Good evening, greetings. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'm True Will, LDBC or nothing, and welcome to my live stream. Got to show y'all some stuff. Got to show y'all the real reason behind all of this foolishness. And
we've been hearing for years now that China is cheating, that they've rigged the...
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. Mahari, what's up with it, man? What's up, Sheldon? Now, make sure y'all smash the like button. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Pam, good evening. My brother Shelton in the building. What's up, little big dog? Hope you're feeling better today, Brody. Mahari, what's up, little Brody? I just came from getting my glasses adjusted because they've been killing my ears. Like, killing my ears. Killing my ears. Killing my ears. They've been tearing my ears out the frame. You hear me? Nicholas, what's up with it, family? Y'all know I ask 3 things when I go live. And I'm going to make this quick because I got a lot to teach. Number 1, make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so hopefully YouTube will notify you when I create content on this channel. Number 2, make sure you smash the like button when you come in. That's like saying, hey, I see you, Trill Will, and I want to let you know that I'm saying hello. Yeah, so just tell me hi and hit the like button. Number 3, donate to the channel. All your donations are greatly appreciated, and I greatly appreciate you guys. And doing a lot. So, y'all remember, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a precursor to what I'm about to show y'all. And shout out to comedian Marvin Hunter. Marvin Hunter is one of my favorite comedians on the internet. Like, he's a Navy veteran. Not only that, he's very profound in politics. Like, he's one of the least likely people that you would look to find like real in-depth knowledge and make your mind work and make you go do research. And I love doing research. So I stumbled across this video today, and yeah, it's going to make sense to a whole lot of y'all. So do y'all remember back when I told y'all that if the racists in this country, the poor racist white people in America would actually take time to stop being racist and think about the true reason why they're being racist, it's because of elitism. It's because the elites have convinced them that some poor immigrant or some poor black person is the reason for their financial despair or their financial bullshittery, or the reason why they can't come up in the world and this, that, and the third. Y'all remember me telling y'all that? That it's classism versus instead of racism, and racism is only just a social construct that they use because they knew people have been conditioned to be ruled by it, and they love being ruled by it. Stay on that note, because elitism is the reason why China is the world leader in manufacturing. The elites are the reason America is as fucked up as it is. The elites are the reason America has so much debt. Damn near $30 trillion worth of debt. The elites are the reason why we've been in so many wars. The elites are the reason why we've lost so many people, family members, friends, homies, people you serve with. The reason why they died is because of elite, greedy, dumbass pieces of shit. And I'm going to show y'all a video so y'all can see for yourself. Okay? I want y'all to just stand fast, stay fast, and all this good stuff. So, turn this on around. I'm going to go ahead and pull this on back.
Subsidies, dumping.
Hold on.
We've been hearing for years now that China is cheating, that they've rigged the
I want
system,
y'all to hear
broken
her.
the rules, stolen their way to prosperity. You'll hear terms like forced technology transfers, intellectual property theft, state subsidies, dumping, currency manipulation. And yes, these are serious issues. But if we really want to understand what happened over the last 30 years, why America lost millions of good-paying jobs, why our infrastructure is collapsing, why theirs is rising, why China now leads the world in manufacturing EVs and high-speed rail, We need to look past the slogans and ask the
I can pause it.
uncomfortable question: is China really cheating, or did our own elites simply sell us out? For years, foreign companies wanting to access to the Chinese market had to partner with Chinese firms and share their proprietary technology. That's called a forced technology transfer. Critics say this gave China an unfair advantage, but let's be honest, no one was forced. Western firms wanted a slice of the biggest market on earth. They willingly traded tech for profits. And China said, we'll let you in, but you have to teach us how to build. And we said, yes, over and over and over again, because our CEOs weren't thinking 20 years ahead. They were thinking about their next quarterly earnings call. Yes, there's IP theft, there's hacking, there's state support, but let's not pretend we're innocent. The US runs its own espionage operations. We've interfered in governments around the world. And when it comes to subsidies, the US subsidizes agriculture, defense, oil and gas, Wall Street bailouts, and now tech firms under the CHIPS Act.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. Ask yourself this question. Why is the United States government subsidizing agriculture, the military, and all these, and now under the CHIPS Act, tech firms all over this country? Ask yourself why they're providing government welfare to these countries, to these companies and these sectors of the United States government. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they're selling the United States out. They're selling all of us out. All the hardworking jobs and all that. Yeah, Mr. Natural, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We don't admit it. China does it openly because their system, the economy serves the nation. In our system, the economy serves shareholders.
That is the biggest lesson I want y'all to take from this. The United States economy serves billionaires, Wall Street, stockholders. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to break this video down shotgun style. Ugh.
Currency manipulation? Well, that was true 20 years ago, but not anymore. China's actually spent the last decade propping up its currency to maintain stability. And not.
You know why they did that? Because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump was the best thing to ever happen to China. So China said, you know what? Fuck that. Remember the first time Donald Trump passed tariffs on China, they weren't ready for it. They were fighting a pandemic just like we were. But Donald Trump was too busy sending our fucking materials and shit, life-saving materials over to his boyfriend in Russia, Vladimir Putin. Remember that. So go ahead.
Non-tariff barriers, yes, China plays protectionist games, but so does everyone else, including us. We ban chip sales, restrict Huawei, embargo countries, and rewrite financial regulations to serve American interests. The reality is this: China didn't steal our prosperity, our own elites gave it away. They pushed for China's entry into the WTO, they offshored factories, dismantled unions, and told American workers to learn to code. The steel towns collapsed, the textile mills vanished, the auto parts industry got hollowed out, but the Dow Jones hit record highs, and that's all that mattered. And what did China do with its surplus? It didn't hand out stock buybacks. It didn't pump the money into speculative finance. It built high-speed rail, smart cities, new energy grids, entire industries from scratch. And what did we do? Well, we built financial bubbles. We gutted public schools. We defunded infrastructure. We gave tax cuts to the ultra wealthy and told everyone else to tighten their belts. And now we think tariffs are going to fix this? Tariffs are like putting duct tape on a collapsing bridge. They raise prices, disrupt supply chains, and they invite retaliation. They don't build new factories. They don't create a workforce. They don't fix our broken system. At best, they're a pause button. But we don't need a pause. We need a reset. The only way forward is to rebuild this country from the ground up. That means a national industrial policy, one that actually names strategic sectors and invests in them long term. That means infrastructure on the scale of the New Deal, not pothole patchwork. It means vocational training, apprenticeships, and skilled labor being.
And guess who was trying to get America back to being what America was supposed to be? Joe fucking Biden. Joe Biden and the Build Back Better plan that the Republicans went and told y'all was trash. That Donald Trump and the Republicans went out and lied on, misinformed you, disinformed you, lied and smeared that shit all over this raggedy ass country. And now look where we at. Continue.
Treated with the respect it deserves. It means breaking up the monopolies, punishing offshoring, banning stock buybacks, and rewarding companies that build here, hire here, and stay here. But instead of doing that, instead of focusing on America, what are we doing? We're talking about war with Iran. We're dropping bombs on Yemen. We're spending billions, waging proxy wars on behalf of a foreign government while our own cities look like war zones. We're pushing endless military aid packages, inflaming global tensions, and marching toward another conflict that has nothing to do with the American people and everything to do with the interests of defense contractors and their lobbyists. And when we're not trying to start a war, we're fantasizing about expanding our empire, making Canada a U.S. state, buying Greenland, stationing troops in every continent, guarding pipelines and mineral routes while our own border is a disaster and our veterans sleep in tents. This isn't America first. This is empire first, globalism first, elites first. If we really believed in putting America first, we wouldn't be policing the world. We'd be rebuilding our country. We'd have the best rail in the world, the cleanest water, the strongest power grid, the most resilient supply chains, the best educated workforce, the most secure borders. But we don't, because our leaders aren't interested in America as a nation. They're interested in America as an empire, a brand, a vehicle for wealth extraction. And that's the greatest betrayal of all. Because China is playing for China, acting in its own self-interest. Our ruling class is acting in their interest, not yours, not mine, not the country's. So no, the real problem isn't that China is cheating. The real problem is we've been lied to by the people who sold us a dream they never believed in, who hollowed out our middle class, who told us it was normal to work 3 jobs and still be broke, who mocked the idea of rebuilding this country while cashing checks from companies that sent your job to another continent.
Yes!
They handed China the blueprints. They signed the deals. They wrote the trade laws. And now they want to blame the people who took advantage of the opportunity they created? No, that's not cheating. That's smart. Ruthless, yes. Strategic, absolutely. But we should be taking notes, not throwing tantrums. If we want to win again, we don't need more sanctions. We need more engineers. We don't need more aircraft carriers. We need more factories. We don't need another $1 trillion war. We need a $1 trillion investment in America, in workers, in cities, in families, in sovereignty. You want America to be great again? Then build. Stop chasing wars. Stop chasing distractions. Stop chasing empire. Bring it home and start again. That's the real America first, and it's the only way forward.
That is unadulterated fact. Facts on top of facts on top of facts, and I'm going to break this video down shotgun style. Why? Because y'all, all of us, have been lied to. Repeatedly. We've all been lied to. Shout out to this guy right here. Shout out to Marvin Hunter. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. Big shout out to him. Cause that right there, y'all want to know the real reason behind these bullshit tariffs and all this slander talk about China and how they demonize China and make China look like they're cheating America. Oh, they're not playing fair. They're not doing. That's the biggest fucking talking point of all time. Rod Neal, what's up with it, Brody? The biggest bullshit talking point that these fucks have sold America. Period, point blank, the end of the story was that China was robbing America blind. That's what Donald Trump ran on. That's what all these dumb Republicans have run on. That's what all these people who are in positions of power have lied to the American people for and have been lying for God knows how long. God almighty, how long they've been lying to the American people. Lie. It's a fucking lie. Now, we finna break down and y'all finna get truth today. The real reason we're placing tariffs on China is because the elites in America have sold out all of our fucking manufacturing jobs. That's number one. The elites in this country have ran up a fucking tab in our name on our dime. Diane, how you doing? Eduardo, facts. They've ran up a tab. Then you got warmongers who ain't gonna fight in no wars, but they're gonna send your kids to war. Wayne, what up with it though? They're gonna send your babies to war. Their kids ain't gonna fight in no fucking war. Their kids don't need to join the military. Their kids don't need to do none of that shit. Your kids do. Because they created an environment to where you're poor. Not because of something bad you done, not because of something terrible financially that you done, but because they set the system up that way. Just like systematic racism. Just like systemic racism. It's a playing field that's been made by the fucking elites.
We've been hearing for years now that
they made this shit. They've been playing this shit for years. And they made bank on it. They made bank on it. Made bank on it. Bank. There you go, Mahara. I sent it to you on Instagram. I sent it to you on the Instagram. There you go. Yes, here is the real reason these fucks want to paint tariff. This is why Donald Trump made that fake-ass chart, the fake-ass chart with all those tariffs that people were allegedly charging in the United States when they weren't. He was lying through his teeth. Lying through his teeth as usual. Gaslighting America. You know, gaslighting. I'm gonna gaslight you. This is what these fucking raggedy ass elitists. This is why Citizens United should be burned to the ground. That's why all the dirty money coming from all these billionaires and all of these lobbyists should be burnt to the ground. They should not have no access to government entities whatsoever. No politician should be allowed to accept money from any of these fucking goofy ass firms and PACs. None of this shit. Everything should be grassroots. You raise the money from the people you're trying to get their votes from. That's what you do. Hey, Mr. Natural, he's not going to cut the defense budget. They just raised it again by a few $100 billion. They're not going to do none of that. They're not going to defund shit. All they're going to do is defund oversight. That's what they're defunding. They're defunding oversight. Look at who all Doge cut jobs from. Look at them. The FAA, the chairman of safety from the FAA, the USAID, NLRB, all of these entities is in the government. They disbanded, took a sledgehammer to them, and beat the shit out of them. That's what they did. They did that under the premise of they're hiding shit. They're hiding their corruption. Greed is what's killing America. Greed from elite, dumbass, greedy sons of bitches who don't need no more money. That's what's killing America. That's why America is dying. That's why America has a drug problem. That's why America has a violence problem. Because of greed. They'll feed you guns. They'll feed you alcohol. They'll feed you drugs. So you can wipe each other off the face of the earth and you won't even think twice to look at the source. Where are these guns and drugs coming from? They ain't coming from nobody like me or you. They're not coming from us. We don't own no ports of entry. We don't own no factories. We don't own none of that shit. They do. All the jobs. You don't see no fucking textile mills hardly anywhere. All these textile mills, all these manufacturing plants, all this shit is going across seas. They always send those jobs overseas, offshore, because it's easier for them to save money. They save billions offshoring fucking work for other people to do in other countries. That's what they run on. They run on that shit all the time. Y'all already know. Y'all know just as well as I do. They run the politicians of this day. Since we all been living, have ran on the same fucking shit. Abortion, jobs, healthcare, war. Now, Donald Trump, the new phenomenon. A man with no soul and no morals is going to do whatever he fucking wants to do. No one's going to tell him no. all these vices that they put in society to hold American people who are working class people, all they had to do is find something that can gain their attention so that they can fuck them up enough to where they don't pay attention and they're asleep and they're not work. Why do y'all think they're attacking woke for? Why do you think woke was originally provisioned by black folks? Woke means that black people were becoming aware of what the government was doing to fuck them over. That's what woke meant. It was used during the days of the Black Panthers. It was used during the days of Malcolm X. It was used back in those days. They hijacked the word woke, and then they made woke sound like it has something to do with Caitlyn Jenner or fucking Bruce Jenner's weird ass running around with titties on and still have a dick. That's what they did. They jacked the word up, ran the word over there, and let weirdos just take all full advantage of the word woke. Has nothing to do with it. Woke only means you as an American tax-paying fucking citizen are now becoming aware of the system fucking you over. And you know who's fucking you over, and you know why they're fucking you over. You got all the answers. That's why they're trying to silence you. That's why they keep you fucking quiet. That's why they misinform and disenfranchise your ass every chance they get. No matter what color you are. See, this is the reason why I hate racism. Because they use a simple social construct to make white supremacy. And you can't even name one fucking thing that whites are superior in. We're all fucking human beings. You can't name it. Oh, white superior. What are you superior in? Oh, my white race is. What is your white race superior in? What did you do to make yourself superior to everybody else? What makes you the Tyrannosaurus Rex of all of human, all these humans existing in this country? What makes you the superior being? What makes you? Oh, because you lied. All of these fucking generations to all these people and have them thinking in their head they're doing something for a good cause, i.e. going to World War I, going to World War II, going to the Korean War, going to Desert Storm, Desert Shield, going to Restore Hope, going to Purple Dragon, going to Red Dragon, going to Blue Smoke, going to all these different fucking field ops, going to all these military extractions in Africa and everywhere else around the world. You convinced these people that were fighting for something that's good. When your real reason for doing that shit is because you wanted to stay rich. Just like Desert Storm, Desert Shield only happened because George Bush wanted more fucking money. And he wanted that money out them oil fields in Kuwait. Say I'm lying. Yep. They can't tell you why white supremacy exists. Whiteness only became a construct about 100 years ago. About a couple hundred years ago. It only became a construct. They took that construct and they made it sound like, okay, white people, those blacks over there in Black Wall Street that are building their own doctor's offices, libraries, jazz clubs, and restaurants and all this shit, all those people are the reason why you're poor living on this farm and don't know where your next meal is going to come from. So you know what they did? They rallied the troops. They literally rallied the troops and went and set fire and killed all those people in Black Wall Street because they thought all they had to do was use a lie. They used a lie that an elevator operator catcalled a white woman, and that was enough for them. An accusation was enough for them to go and burn down a whole town and kill over 300 people. It was more than 300 people. Same thing in Elaine, Arkansas. Same thing in Rosewood. Same thing. It's the same. They use a lie that sounds good, that knows it's going to tug at your heartstrings because you have morals. They don't. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these motherfuckers don't have no goddamn morals. They don't have no morals. They don't have a heart. They don't have a soul. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your kids. They'll use your kids when necessary to make you get back in line. Skills from New Orleans. What's up, Brody? Look, if this shit don't make sense to y'all, I don't know what else I can show y'all to help it make sense. Think about it. The reason why the economy, the way they cried and bitched about jobs and shit, the reason why there ain't no run-of-the-mill factory jobs like it used to be when we were kids is because they shipped all that shit overseas. Essentially, the elites sold our monkey asses out. They forced China into the WHO. Well, the WTO, the World Trade Organization. They forced them into it. China didn't want to be in the World Trade Organization at first. China was only making toys and shit first. They weren't all into manufacturing and shit. America gave them an opportunity and they seized it. They took all that shit and pushed all that shit overseas, offshoring all those fucking working those plants, all that shit. I worked at a plant. Where I met my wife, they did the same thing to our plant where we worked at. What's up, Piv? The same thing happened at the plant me and my wife worked at where we met. They shut our plant down and they moved it to where, babe? Mexico? They moved the plant to Mexico. We was making parts for Daimler, Chrysler, and Cadillac. Power steering pumps. Sent that shit straight the fuck overseas. All the crime stats fake. He don't even know what he talking about. We talking about something else. Fuck out of here with the crime stats. Y'all gonna lie about them too. The racist ones, yes, they're fake. You know, the same one that fucking with Charlie Kirk. Don't delete him. 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 I want him. Hold on. I want him. I want you, Mason. You know the bullshit racist ass stats that Charlie Kirk loves to use when he goes to the college campuses harassing those little girls over there because he's a fucking perv. And he wants to seem like he's smart when he's a college dropout. I got more degrees than Charlie Kirk. Yeah, let's get the smoke today. Yeah, you know how Charlie Kirk says black people make up 13% of the population but commit 50% of the crimes or make up 50% of the prison population? That is a fucking lie. White people make up 57% of the prison population. Black people are attained for 27%. Read research over me search. That's a fact. Violent crimes in America are committed by white men. That is a fucking fact. That ain't racist. That ain't race baiting. That's none of that. That is pure, unadulterated fucking facts. And the numbers by the FBI prove it. White men lead in rapes, sexual assault cases, larceny, fucking violence, period, robberies, everything. You name it, they're in charge. They're the leader of it. Front runners. But Charlie Kirk wants you to believe that it's black people, black men like me, that are the biggest proprietors of fucking violence. Yeah, he was right about one thing. Black people are arrested more because we're over-policed. But of those people, being arrested and being charged is two different things, ain't it? When you look at the charge rates, that shit right there, and then you look at exonerations. Black people attain for over 75% of all exonerations due to failed or false accusations of a crime committed. Those are fucking facts. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Not gonna change it. Not gonna change it. Still, I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. That's facts. So y'all can keep running around this bullshit ass narrative about how black people are more violent and hypersexualized and all this other bullshit if you want to. The real numbers say something different. Just like y'all want to say black people are the most people on welfare. No, we're not. Go to the USDA. That's where they reported at. White people get more food stamps. White people get more TANF. White people get more WIC. White people get more TANF. White people get more food stamps. White people get more welfare. Period, point blank, the end of story. That's a fact. Black people are the last ones on the totem pole, homie. Oops. Ain't no per capita shit. White people get more food stamps and welfare, homie. Sorry. Sorry it hurts your feelings. Sorry it makes your little fragile white feelings hurt. But it's a fucking fact. Oh, Will, you're racist. How the fuck am I racist when I'm telling you the facts? If you get your lazy ass up and get off this fucking live stream and use that supercomputer you got in your hand and look up the stats at the sources I told you to go look at it. Not some fucking Breitbart News or Fox propaganda or none of that shit. Go to the USDA and go to the FBI and you look at the actual fucking numbers and then come back and talk to me. Do black people kill each other at a higher rate? Yes, they do. Because of proximity. Because you redlined our black asses into proximity to each other. Crime happens in proximity. Just like white people kill each other at 83%. Oops. Again. Oops. 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 There ain't no such thing as black on black crime. It's crime, period. Why you don't ever hear nobody say white on white crime? Or Chinese on Chinese crime? Or Latino on Latino crime? Or Puerto Rican on Puerto Rican crime? Why you don't hear nothing else, only just black on black crime? Why? Because they want to re-emphasize the fact. Look at what they're doing to Carmelo Anthony. That little 17-year-old kid done been through the ringer. Family done got threatened. Mama had to be in tears. Then this dumbass, his dad, Austin's dad, show up at their press conference when you know he ain't supposed to be around them people. Look at how they demonize a 17-year-old fucking kid defending himself. Look at it. They ain't say that shit about Kyle Shittenhouse, who drove across state lines with a gun he wasn't supposed to have and got in some business that wasn't none of his goddamn business. But he got off with self-defense, didn't he? And he killed 2 people. Shot the arm off of another person. Oops. There was somebody on trial today for murder. Today. Right, Shelton. They always worrying about black folks. Worry about yourself. I'm going to get back on what I was cooking on. You stupid motherfuckers are too busy worrying about dumbass social constructs like race. When your ass is getting took to the fucking cleaners. The cleaners. They are cleaning your shit out your pockets as you speak. Lying to your dumb ass. And you here talking about race. They cleaning you out. They made a mockery of every last one of y'all. And I don't understand how y'all ain't as mad as I am. They sold America out. And then sold your dumbass a pipe dream. Oh, you too one day, if you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you ain't even got no more boots anymore. They sent your boots to fucking Mexico. They sent your motherfucking boots to Taiwan. They sent your motherfucking boots to China. They got your goddamn boots because they sold them to them. And here your goofy ass is sitting here telling us, oh man, see, it's blacks. It's the blacks. Yeah, get them up out of here, Shelton. Block them. Go ahead. I'm done with them anyway. I think I made my point. I'm getting back to the real message at hand. The real message at hand is this. Y'all need to stop thinking about race and stop being fucking idiots because we're all fucking human. We all have a heart that pumps blood throughout our body. Our bodies are made up of 70% water. We all got functioning lungs, hearts. We all got functioning veins. We got blood pumping through them all. We got 2 eyes that see, a mouth that talk, a nose that smell, and ears that hear. We got hands that grab shit. We all bleed the fucking same. Might be a different blood type, but we all fucking bleed the same. Y'all let these motherfuckers convince that you were somehow had some mutagen in your system that made you a superhero, so you're superior to everybody else. And everybody else is beneath you. Which is the biggest crock of shit in your life. Everything about your culture's been stolen. Everything. They programmed it in the TVs. They programmed it in the movies. They programmed it in the music you hear. They programmed it into every aspect of your fucking life. Every part of of your life, they have programmed you to believe American exceptionalism. They made you believe, I'm proud to be an American. I'm this, I'm that. No, homie. They're proud to steal your money because they know that you won't look. They'll send your money overseas and you won't think to look, and they'll get richer and you will get poorer every day. Are you still proud? Are you still proud? You still proud? These people aren't Americans. These elitists, these Elon Musk and Donald Trumps in America. No. Nah. Nah. All they care about. Think about it. The lady in the video said that when China got its surplus of money that was coming in, that grew their economy, their GDP, they took that money and invested that money in the stocks. They took that money. Well, they didn't take that money and invest it in the stocks. They didn't take their money to invest it in dividends. They didn't take their money to invest in buying more stock portfolio. They didn't take their money and do none of that bullshit with. You know what they did? They took that surplus and they invested in their people. It's China versus everybody. China plays for China. Who does America play for? Because America damn sure don't play for America. America plays for the lobbyists and the rich motherfuckers. Yeah, so they can sell more of our shit. They want to run America like one of bullshit Donald Trump's fucking failed businesses that he filed bankruptcy on. Listen to what Donald Trump said. Listen to him. Just listen. Major, what's happening, man? Listen. What, Mr. Natural, good question you asked. He said, why would Elon Musk give non-tax deductible $277 million to Trump? What does Elon get in return? I'll tell you what he getting in return, big dog. I'll be more than happy to tell you. He gets to eliminate all of the subsidiaries that's overseeing or got charges or got investigations into his bullshit ass companies like SpaceX and Tesla and fucking Neuralink. Yep. He gets to steal contracts from all these other companies and give them to himself, like he did with Verizon. And he stole that $2.9 billion contract from Verizon and gave it to himself at Starlink. Just like him and Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos got $2.8 billion. Elon Musk got $5.9 billion in government welfare. They're stealing billions of dollars. Trump just crashed the whole fucking economy so that he can go in the White House and brag about how his wealthy friends made billions of fucking dollars. And y'all ain't mad yet? But I'm the crazy fucking libtard, though. You're owning me, huh? You're owning the libs, right? Right? They sold you a bullshit ass dream where they was selling off every piece of America to the highest bidder overseas. Breaking up unions so you don't have a leg to stand on or nobody to fight for you when they steal and hoard your jobs and sell them overseas for free, for the free ski. Uh-oh. Let me see what Justin Johnson said. Hold on, dog. I knew you was going to get shot. I knew you was going to get shot up out of here. Yep, you got you on up out of here. Lamont, what's up with it, Brody? Again, I'm going to say it for the ones just joining. I think y'all should see the video again. That's what I think. What y'all think? Y'all think y'all should just see the video again? Yep, your daily talk is over with. Got you up out of here. Got you on up out of here, big dog. I guess I ain't even got music up here. Shut up. Get out of here. It was working a while ago. Why it ain't working now? Ah, fuck me. Quit. I don't want music on here. All right, fine. I'll do it this way. I'll do it this way. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this again. And we're gonna have our discussion about it again. Let y'all listen to this woman cook again.
Seeing why theirs is wrong.
Okay.
We've been hearing for years now that China is cheating, that they've rigged the system, broken the rules.
Rizzy, what's happening with it? Whoa, what's up with it, bro?
Terms like forced technology transfers, intellectual property theft, state subsidies, dumping, currency manipulation. And yes, these are serious issues. But if we really want to understand what happened over the last 30 years, why America lost millions of good-paying jobs, why our infrastructure is collapsing, why theirs is rising, why China now leads the world in manufacturing EVs and high-speed rail, we need to look past the slogans and ask the uncomfortable question, is China really cheating, or did our own elites simply sell us out? For years, foreign companies wanting to access to the Chinese market had to partner with Chinese firms and share their proprietary technology. That's called a forced technology transfer. Critics say this gave China an unfair advantage, but let's be honest, no one was forced. Western firms wanted a slice of the biggest market on earth. They willingly traded tech for profits. And China said, we'll let you in, but you have to teach us how to build. And we said, yes, over and over and over again, because our CEOs weren't thinking 20 years ahead. They were thinking about their next quarterly earnings call. Yes, there's IP theft, there's hacking, there's state support, but let's not pretend we're innocent. The U.S. runs its own espionage operations. We've interfered in governments around the world. And when it comes to subsidies, the U.S. subsidizes agriculture, defense, oil and gas, Wall Street bailouts, and now tech firms under the CHIPS Act. We don't admit it. China does it openly because their system, the economy serves the nation. In our system, the economy serves shareholders. Currency manipulation? Well, that was true 20 years ago, but not anymore. China's actually spent the last decade propping up its currency to maintain stability. And non-tariff barriers, yes, China plays protectionist games, but so does everyone else, including us. We ban chip sales, restrict Huawei, embargo countries, and rewrite financial regulations to serve American interests. The reality is this: China didn't steal our prosperity, our own elites gave it away. They pushed for China's entry into the WTO, they offshored factories, dismantled unions, and told American workers to learn to code. The steel towns collapsed, the textile mills vanished, the auto parts industry got hollowed out, but the Dow Jones hit record highs, and that's all that mattered. And what did China do with its surplus? It didn't hand out stock buybacks. It didn't pump the money into speculative finance. It built high-speed rail, smart cities, new energy grids, entire industries from scratch. And what did we do? Well, we built financial bubbles. We gutted public schools. We defunded infrastructure. We gave tax cuts to the ultra wealthy and told everyone else to tighten their belts. And now we think tariffs are going to fix this? Tariffs are like putting duct tape on a collapsing bridge. They raise prices, disrupt supply chains, and they invite retaliation. They don't build new factories. They don't create a workforce. They don't fix our broken system. At best, they're a pause button. But we don't need a pause. We need a reset. The only way forward is to rebuild this country from the ground up. That means a national industrial policy, one that actually names strategic sectors and invests in them long term. That means infrastructure on the scale of the New Deal, not pothole patchwork. It means vocational training, apprenticeships, and skilled labor being treated with the respect it deserves. It means breaking up the monopolies, punishing offshoring, banning stock buybacks, and rewarding companies that build here, hire here, and stay here. But instead of doing that, instead of focusing on America, what are we doing? We're talking about war with Iran. We're dropping bombs on Yemen. We're spending billions, waging proxy wars on behalf of a foreign government while our own cities look like war zones. We're pushing endless military aid packages, inflaming global tensions, and marching toward another conflict that has nothing to do with the American people and everything to do with the interests of defense contractors and their lobbyists. And when we're not trying to start a war, we're fantasizing about expanding our empire, making Canada a U.S. state, buying Greenland. stationing troops in every continent, guarding pipelines and mineral routes, while our own border is a disaster and our veterans sleep in tents. This isn't America first. This is empire first, globalism first, elites first. If we really believed in putting America first, we wouldn't be policing the world. We'd be rebuilding our country. We'd have the best rail in the world, the cleanest water, the strongest power grid, the most resilient supply chains, the best educated workforce, the most secure borders. But we don't, because our leaders aren't interested in America as a nation. They're interested in America as an empire, a brand, a vehicle for wealth extraction. And that's the greatest betrayal of all. Because China is playing for China, acting in its own self-interest. Our ruling class is acting in their interest, not yours, not mine, not the country's. So no, the real problem isn't that China is cheating. The real problem is we've been lied to by the people who sold us a dream they never believed in, who hollowed out our middle class, who told us it was normal to work 3 jobs and still be broke, who mocked the idea of rebuilding this country while cashing checks from companies that sent your job to another continent. They handed China the blueprints. They signed the deals. They wrote the trade laws. And now they want to blame the people who took advantage of the opportunity they created? No, that's not cheating. That's smart. Ruthless, yes. Strategic, absolutely. But we should be taking notes, not throwing tantrums. If we want to win again, we don't need more sanctions. We need more engineers. We don't need more aircraft carriers. We need more factories. We don't need another $1 trillion war. We need a $1 trillion investment in America, in workers, in cities, in families, in sovereignty. You want America to be great again? Then build. Stop chasing wars. Stop chasing distractions. Stop chasing empire. Bring it home and start again. That's the real America first, and it's the only way forward. We've been hearing for years now that China is cheating, that they've rigged the...
Told y'all. This is Detroit. This is the whole backbone of elitism. This is what it is. All they had to do, y'all, I hope y'all catch the theme of what I'm doing. The whole thing about race. The whole thing about them saying black people are inherently violent and all this stupid shit. That shit don't even fucking matter, to be honest with you. The reason why violence and crime is so high in America is because people are doing crimes based on their financial situation. People don't sell drugs because they woke up in the morning and decided to sell drugs. No, they woke up and sold drugs because they wanted fast money. Because America has sensationalized having materials over being good fucking people. That's why when I was a young man, I was out here judging motherfuckers sold dope and all this shit, sex workers, the whole nine. I was out here judging. I was bad. I was out here doing it. I didn't understand. At the time, I didn't understand why they did what they did. I didn't understand because I've never done it, so I didn't have no idea why they did it. But when you get older, you know more. You get more wisdom. You get around people who got a lot of wisdom. And I learned from my mistakes. And I had to give a self-account for what I did and how I viewed people. And I was wrong, dead wrong. People only sell dope because they want money. Women only sell their bodies because they want money. OnlyFans only exists because it's a fast way. It's like selling dope. Money. Why do y'all think these women are all on OnlyFans and all these porn websites? Why do you think these women are out here selling their bodies? You think they woke up and said, I want to make myself available to every eye on the world? No, they did this shit because it's fast money. Selling dope and selling ass is fast money, and it's addicting because you build a lifestyle around it. You buy cars, you driving around in a Bugatti, you driving around in a Bentley Continental, you driving around in an F1 McLaren, you driving around in Corvettes and shit. You got this big ass, nice ass house. That shit costs money. And guess what? These people who set up all got all this money, like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and all these goofballs that sit around with all this unfeathered money that they can't even spend in a lifetime. They're just sitting back laughing, counting money. Count money. That rent you pay goes to somebody who's rich. that mortgage you pay, until you buy that property, you're paying somebody that owns that bank. Americans are taxed. What we make at work, we're taxed at work. When we go get gas, our gas is taxed. When we buy clothes, our clothes are taxed. We buy food, food's taxed. Sales tax, state tax. If you own your house like I own my house, you pay tax on your land that you own. I own almost 2 acres of land. I pay taxes every year on it. You own your car, you pay taxes on your car because you got to have a tag to drive around with. We pay taxes out the yin yang. But tell me this, why aren't y'all mad that you ain't seeing a return on all the taxes that you're paying? Why? Why aren't you mad? Why you sit here? This is to the trolls that come in here and like to troll me. Why aren't you as mad as me? That you get up every day and you go hustle for your family, to take care of your family, to make sure everybody's good to go, to make sure that your kids eat, make sure they got a nice roof over their head, make sure they got good clothes on their back, nice shoes on their feet, make sure they got a full belly. And all that money that you're paying to make sure your kids got a better life is being taxed, and that money is going to some elitists that ain't paying no federal fucking taxes. And that same elitist will look at you and tell you you ain't working hard enough. You ain't working hard enough. So you go take on 2, 3 jobs. You killing your body. And by the time you get to where you feel like you made it, it's time for you to get the hell up out of here. It's time for you to check up out of this planet. You're in the grave now. You ain't had time to enjoy the earnings and all that stuff that you done worked your ass off for. You ain't got time to enjoy all that. You ain't got time. You ain't got time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You ain't got time to watch your kids grow up and have a good life. See, that's the reason why all these goofbag magatards were all mad when Red Note came out. Red Note came out and showed you a glimpse into what it looks like for a country to take care of its people. You seen Chinese people living in these high-rise fucking apartments that were 2,000 and 3,000 square foot and were beautiful. Had people in Shanghai showing you their condos, how they live, and these people only work 32 hours a week. They got time to chill. They got time to, they get on their speed rail, they get on that fast rail, it shoots them all across fucking China. They out there with their babies, enjoying the scenery, showing their kids stuff. They kids getting a great education. They learning how to be better than their parents, and their parents are already elite. Their parents are over there raking and also getting a chance to enjoy the benefits of their hard labor. And then here we are as Americans. We sit our snooty ain't shit asses on computers, licking our nose down on the Chinese, and you got JD Vance taking his mascara wearing ass on TV calling those people peasants. I would rather be a peasant like them any day than to be in this shit we're in right now. We're just paying money to die. We are essentially paying money to die. And y'all ain't mad. You ain't mad. The real reason for these tariffs are greed. Greed, 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 greed. I don't know. Make America greedy again. That's all it is, a money grab. Donald Trump and them won't exist without our tax dollars. Yep, Reef, exactly. Mr. Natural, you shooting them out the park tonight, big dog. You shooting them out the park, my boy. You are shooting them out the park. You've been cooking all day, bro. Look, they literally have sat here, bro. They literally sit here and lied in your face. I'm talking to all the MAGA people. I'm talking to all the MAGAs. I'm talking to all y'all who get up on these platforms and all proud and braggadocious, and you're over here talking about America first. When has it ever been America first? See, Americans caught wind of the bullshit back in the 80s when Reagan was president. Reagan got up in front of those people and lied his ass off. Oh, trickle-down economics works. Oh, if we hoard all the money to the rich people in the country, they'll just sprinkle all that money back down on y'all and everybody will be successful. Everybody will be able to live and have fun and this, that. So that big bullshit ass lie draped up in capitalism. Yep, Mr. Natural, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna give you a wrench, dog. You cooking, dog. You cooking. Oh, you cooking, my man. You cooking. They literally sit here and wrapped y'all up a lie. And y'all sitting over here fighting with immigrants. You're fighting with black folks. You're fighting with everybody around you. And these fools are isolating us from every avenue of help in the world. They want us stuck on an island by ourselves. That way it's an easier means to control us. Then Donald Trump can weaponize the military against his own people. Yeah. Yep, I seen it. I was going to talk about it tomorrow. I seen it. But I really wanted to get this. I really wanted to get this off today. I really did. I really did. I really did. I really did. Y'all think. Y'all think. Y'all think. Think. Look, I'm just gonna give y'all open window to me. And this ain't Trill Will talking, this Nelson. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something real. The whole reason why I do these videos, and here's the real God honest truth, it's not for money. Because if it was for money, I'll be asking every 5 minutes for y'all to donate to my channel. I don't really care about that. The real reason why I'm doing this is because the amount of shit I've uncovered, the amount of stuff that I found out, the amount of stuff that I've gotten privy to and found knowledge of is mind-blowing, and I know a lot of y'all don't know it. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. You don't know. It's not your fault. Rod, what's happening with it though? It's not your fault. It ain't your fault. And I'm not faulting you for that. Because I didn't know at one time. Now I know. And the saying goes, if you knew better, you do better. And I'm trying to do better. Because I want y'all to understand, this is nothing to do with the color of your fucking skin. At all. This ain't got shit to do with it. They push that fucking... Does that abstain you from the bullshit y'all did based on race? No, the fuck it doesn't. But this should stop the cycle of bullshit that y'all been inflicting on my people for generations. You don't want to have a conversation about violence with me when it pertains for black people versus white people. You have a whole lineage of wiping out millions of people. You won't find a page in the history book in the history of America to find where black people have done the same. You won't ever find it. And that's why they keep trying to hide the shit. That's neither here or there. So just so we understand, I'm not excusing you for the bullshit you did based on race. I'm telling you to stop the madness and kill that generational curse of racism, because it's nothing more but a tool elitists use so that they can blind your dumb ass to steal money from everybody. For every single one of you, no matter what your fucking skin color is. They don't give a fuck if you support Trump. They don't care if you're the biggest magatard on the planet. They don't care. As long as they can steal your money, you can do whatever you want. You can support whoever you want, long as that money comes back to them. As long as they can keep that tug of war, going back and forth, right versus left and shit. There ain't never been a page in the history of Everdom that said somebody on the right burned down Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921. They ain't never. It was white supremacists. White supremacy ain't a direction. Ain't no right. It's white supremacy. They're scared to call it what it is. Look, Lyndon B. Johnson said it. If you can convince the poorest white man that he is better than the most prestigious black man, he won't notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. Racism costs too much, and they stole so much of your money, you can't afford it no more. No more. You can't afford it no more, boo-boo. You can't afford it. Hell, you barely can survive one day from Monday to Friday. You can barely survive. Have you ever thought to yourself, since all these white supremacists hate black folks so much, why didn't they ever get us out this country? Have you ever thought about it? Why did they pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964? If they thought black people was 3/5 of a human being, like it was confirmed in the Constitution. Why? Because they know black people pay money. Black people drive money. Yeah. Ain't nobody watching the NBA with a whole bunch of white boys playing. All that bland shit. They ain't watching that shit. Y'all know it and I know it. It ain't racist. Y'all, it's facts. You know it. You wouldn't be watching the NFL if with no fast-ass black men ain't on there running that ball, or nobody like Ed Reed is knocking the shit out of somebody, or somebody like Michael Vick is running a dime play and he runs, breaks the tackle, and runs for 67 yards to a touchdown. You're not going to look at that shit. You're not watching college ball. College ball is only fucking college ball because of black people playing it. They extort our labor. They extort our culture. And they extort your ignorance to do anything about it. Because they made you comfortable in it. Why do you think when all those white people went out on April 5th, doing all that walking around, that's basically, it wasn't protesting, doing all that walking around, they didn't send no police, no military gear, no tear gas, no rubber bullets, like they did the black people who was protesting the unjustly killing of George fucking Floyd? Why do you think? Because they're not threatened by you. Because they conformed you enough till they can rock you to sleep by preaching some more fucking racist shit. Oh, it's those black people. It's DEI. Y'all ain't caught on yet? You ain't caught on yet? You ain't caught on yet? That's the play. They've been running that same play over and over and over. And while they're running that play, simultaneously running that play, they're taking all these jobs. Mexico, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Canada. And then they'll send their fucking foot soldiers like Trump and They'll send his whole stupid dumbass administration out, and all them fuckers will start chirping like birds. They all start saying the same old things, using different words, saying the same old shit. Oh, China is stealing from America. China is stealing. China is robbing America. China is not playing fair. China is not doing it. But wasn't Trump the same piece of shit that said he didn't pay taxes because the system was created so he didn't have to, and he was smart because of it? Didn't he say that in the presidential debate? Didn't he say that when he was debating Hillary Clinton? Didn't he? Didn't he tell you that? China did what Donald Trump bragged about. China got pushed into a system. They weren't forced. They opened the door for them. They walked in. America showed them how to do every fucking thing, so they took that shit and did what Chinese people do. They took it, learned it, and made it better, and became masters of it. Then they passed that shit down to their kids, and their kids' kids, and their kids' kids' kids. And they didn't worry about filling the pockets of those rich elite motherfuckers. If you got rich by chance, good for you. But that system wasn't built and created around those rich elitists in the Chinese society. It wasn't created like that. That's why you never hear any talk of elitism in China. That's why you don't ever hear it. But you sure enough hear it. Energetic Ace, what's up, family? You hear it here. Right here on the good old US of A. And these people will sit up here and sell you that bullshit lie. Oh, these people are stealing money from the United States, right? No, they're not. You know who's really stealing all the money from the United States? The elitists, the Donald Trumps, the Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Bill Gates, them. They're the ones stealing the money. The BlackRocks of the world are stealing money, getting government bailouts when they crashed the fucking housing market in 2008. And you know it was easy? It was easy to convince all of you that Obama was the one who bailed out those fucking banks when he wasn't even in office yet. But that's a lie black folks been telling. See, he bailed out all those banks, man. He hold them accountable. Nope, he didn't do that. Bush did. Barack Obama wasn't in office until January 2009. Oops. Oopsie. These are facts. Facts don't care about. See, look. Y'all know the interesting part about all this shit? The shit sound like fire, right? But it's only me slowing the fuck down and getting off of the fucking Ferris wheel and actually thinking about every bit, piece, nick, and cranny. They keep coming back and telling us about how America's being screwed over by China and all these other countries when it's always been the elitists who are dodging taxes, offshoring our jobs, putting money in foreign banks, skipping over paying taxes, and fucking every last single one of us. While all of us are here working 2 and 3 jobs just to barely make it, to look like we got something, faking it till we make it. We're all in the same shit show. Every last one of us. We're just in different parts of the shit. You got some on the top of the shit. You got some on the bottom of the shit. You got some in the middle of the shit. At the end of it, we're all in the shit. And the elitists are sitting on the toilet. See, when you know better, when you knew better, you do better. These monopolies are the reason why your grocery prices are high as hell. Look at the egg companies. They took the H1, they took that bird flu. They took the news before Donald Trump nixed the fucking communications arm of the CDC. Before he did that, everybody was talking about the bird flu making a new appearance in America. Then all of a sudden, the talk stopped. Then those egg companies rose those prices up by 7 to 8 times. And they recorded record profits. in the midst of us having an egg shortage, what seemed like an egg shortage, and it wasn't an egg shortage. Egg monopolies is what the reason why the egg shortage even existed in the first fucking place. There is no trust. There is no antitrust in the government to stop monopolies from happening. Then you have people like Fox Propaganda take their greasy, musty, disgusting asses and lie on fucking tape every time they get a fucking chance. They'll send that drunk ass bitch Janine Pirro, stinking musty ass, sitting there looking like she already drunk and high on cocaine. I don't care about my 401k. Or they'll send that uppity, snooty bitch, Harris Faulkner, out. They'll parade that black bitch around, and then they'll have her out here lying to you, telling you, oh, it's going to hurt a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's about time Americans stop being fucking stupid and stop pretending that that naive thing is going to be what carries you through your ignorance. No, ma'am, no, sir. Now you have an individual on the internet, me, that is telling you and showing you proof that the government has been lying to you, lying to me, lying to all of us. Every last one of us. Yep, I know, Mr. Natural. That's why I don't like Nancy Pelosi. I don't like Chuck Schumer. He insider trades too. I don't like none of them. At all. Bro, go to bed. Go to your mama house. You take away one way you can get rid of that and nick that shit in the bud, where you don't have politicians running after fucking money instead of taking care of their constituents like they were voted to do for. You erase every ounce of lobbyist money, Citizens United. You get rid of every fucking PAC. You get rid of every last bit of dirty money that can make its way into politics. You take that shit the fuck out. And every politician that's elected to office makes the median income from the state they represent. Period. If it's found out that you took dirty money from any lobbyist or any outside organization, you are thrown in jail. Minimum 10 years. That'll make motherfuckers think, won't it? Oh, that's a little harsh. Yes, it is. Because the lives of people are at stake. You're not just doing no fucking coups. Look. I wish people would stop thinking that the importance of politicians is not that great. These people control our very lives in the palm of their fucking hands. A job that substantial needs rules and oversight that's that substantial. Listen to me, people. This shit needs to have rules that are just as substantial as that fucking job. Because if these people can get out and smooth lie in your fucking face with no prejudice, with no conscience, with no care in the world, it's because there is nothing holding them to an account. Nothing but the fear of them losing power in an election. And as y'all seen in the last election, you can't trust some of these window-licking ass people in this country. We got 77 million stupid people in America. 77 million dumbasses in America who do not care about research, who do not care about reading, who do not care. That's the reason why they're gutting the educational system, because they want our babies stupid. They want our babies lazy. They want our grandbabies stupid. They want our grandbabies lazy. They don't want our kids to be smart. That's the reason why these people call people with a brain elitist. That's why they'll call me an elitist. I'm not an elitist. Far from it. I'm a working class citizen. I am a middle class, working class, tax-paying fucking veteran in this fucking country. I am no different than you. I don't get up on this app pretending like I'm something that I'm not. I'm not rich, not by no shot. Do I make cool money? Yes, I do. But needless to say, all of us should be making cool money. All of us should be earning a living to where we can actually enjoy it, go on vacations with our families. Do y'all know how many marriages would have been saved if money was right in America? The number one cause of divorce in America ain't infidelity. It's money. It's money. Money. Remember, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. And the love of money has pushed us into wars. Veterans are homeless. People are having to choose whether to have a life-saving surgery over paying their mortgage and their light bill and getting food for the house. People can't have to ration out their insulin. The love of money is the root of all evil. And it's proven itself every day. Every day. Look at this administration. It is a pure portrait of that sheer scripture. The love of money is the root to all evil. Trump's love of money, love of prestige, he will sell his mama out for it. He'll sell everything he owns but Ivanka. Because of course he wants to fuck Ivanka. He would sell every last one of his kids outside of Ivanka for that prestige, for that money. He does not care. He doesn't even have a soul to care. Look at the actions. Jared O11 Green, what's up, Brody? Yep, Reef, exactly my point. Our great-grandkids are going to have to give an account and have to fix this. Because when Trump is gone, oh, he's gone. See, the thing about it is, they're so greedy and maniacal. They think Trump is going to live forever. Trump is 78, almost 79 years old. He'll be 79 years old in 2 months. 70. Donald Trump is old as shit. He's not healthy. Far from it. No matter what bullshit doctor report they hand out or they say, it does not matter. Don't even care about it. I don't care about them having all that shit. I don't care. Why do y'all think Donald Trump is going through the great lengths of him breaking every rule in the Constitution and every law in the book? Why do y'all think? Then Trump know he ain't got long on this earth. He ain't gonna live forever. Y'all gonna see it. Give it about another year. You're gonna see a dramatic. Look, a lot of things on this earth, you can circumvent a lot of shit on this earth. You can. You can duck, dodge, pass child support. You can do whatever. You can do whatever you want. You can duck, dodge, and do whatever. You can lie to me. You can lie to you. Lie to everybody. But one thing you can't lie on or lie to is time. Excuse me. One thing you can't lie on and lie to. One thing you can't lie on and lie to. It's time. Hey, his brain is already fried, dog. What's up, Tisha from MAGA? Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk. Because here's something. Let me just give y'all a synopsis for those just joining. The elites are lying to you, selling you a pipe dream that somehow China is stealing from America. They're not. What happened was the elitists sold every fucking intellectual piece of property they could think of to overseas, to people like China, Vietnam, to Mexico, and to Taiwan, and everybody else. Sold it over there for cheap labor so they can outsource. It's called outsourcing. American labor overseas where they don't have to pay as much. And plus they can bend tax rules over there and have offshore accounts so they can steal more money, right? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Here, something else I want to talk about. Carmelo Anthony, right? I've seen my share of racist, dumbass takes in my life. I've seen racist white people all on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I've seen the buck dancing coons and sellouts all trying to make this kid, Carmelo Anthony, out to be some big time thug, killer, this, that, and the third. It is crazy. 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 Now, all these same people are on the internet now pretending like they're lawyers and they know precedent, right? Tell me this. There's another case right now. There is a case right now. Let me look to see where I got it. I know I bookmarked it because I'm smart. Oh, here we go. Right here. Right here. Maybe y'all didn't know about this. What's up, RB? Yeah. I love how hypocrisy smells in the evening, don't y'all?
First, our top story.
Yeah, 5 more witnesses took the stand today in the murder trial of Kason Allison.
Allison is facing charges alleging he stabbed and killed fellow Belton High School student Joe Ramirez. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back in the courtroom for day 2 of the trial. And Sydney, what did you hear from today?
Today we heard from a Belton PD detective who was there that day on the scene, as well as a close friend of Kason's who tried to break up the fight before it even happened, plus 3 boys who were in the bathroom the day of the fight when it occurred. Yesterday we heard a lot from staff about what Joe's injuries were and the response that was taken, but today was focused way more on the dynamics between the 2 boys as well as their respective friend groups. For instance, after multiple graphic crime scene photos were shown, we learned from a Belton PD detective's testimony that he had obtained a video taken inside the bathroom by one of Joe's friends. His friend admitted Ramirez liked to have his fights recorded, but that he deleted the video because he was, quote, scared of what happened. The video shows Ramirez punching Allison, and Allison swinging back, a knife in his right hand. Allison is later cornered, and a scream can be heard coming from Ramirez. We're also learning more about what led to that May 3rd day. Multiple witnesses today shared that the tension between the 2 began at a prom after party at Allison's girlfriend's house, and that plans to fight after school and off campus were in place. Allison's friends testified that he had told her about the plans, but, quote, he didn't want to fight, he wanted to graduate. We ran out of time during the testimony of one of the boys who was in the bathroom, but he's set to return tomorrow when the trial returns at 9 a.m. To read more about what the witnesses testified today.
But you know what? You ain't heard about none of this. It's funny how the news always try to make make a race issue out of something that didn't have nothing to do with race. They made it about race. This case of Carmelo Anthony wasn't about race at all. This place was about somebody not having a home training and thought they could put their hands on somebody and destroy somebody's personal property and disrupt somebody's personal space. And the kid warned him, right? You put your hands on him. You put your hands on him. He didn't go to you and start a fight. Let's just talk with the facts. Carmelo Anthony did not walk nowhere near Austin or his brother Hunter at all. Fact number 2, it was raining cats and dogs that day. Fact number 3, he only took shelter under that tent because everybody else did. Did nobody else under that tent get accosted like he did? Number 4, they put their hands, assaulted that young man. These are facts. Don't give a fuck how you feel about it. These are facts. They put their hands, he put his hands on this kid. At 6'4", 220 pounds, you put your hands on this 17-year-old little skinny kid who runs track, who is there to run track. You weren't there for shit, was you? Nope. Did Hunter or Austin run track? No. They didn't run track? No. Did they own the tent that Carmelo Anthony was sitting under? No. Was there any assigned seating or assigned tents they had to be under that was by law, by the bylaws there? No, was it? No, it wasn't. Okay. So, you mean to tell me y'all wanted, I'm talking to the coons and the Sambos, the goofballs in the back, and all the racists. Y'all wanted that kid, Carmelo Anthony, to sit there and be pummeled by two 220-pound twins and not defend himself. So, and then I heard this. Oh, he took a knife. It was premeditated murder. Hey, dumbass. Guess what? Come here. Let me tell you, stupid, dumbass, racist internet lawyer something. Just because he had a knife on him, he did not have malicious cause to use said knife on Austin Metcalf. Nope. You know how I know that? Because he would have stabbed them more than once. Because the case I just showed you, the kid, that Ramirez kid, was stabbed 7 times. He was stabbed with malicious intent. Austin Metcalf was only stabbed once. You tell me where malicious intent is if somebody stabbed you 1 time and ran off. Oops. I should have been a fucking lawyer, bro. I should have been a fucking lawyer. I believe that was my calling, was to be a fucking lawyer. Because I know how to pinpoint bullshit, and I can take that bullshit and I can make a legal argument about it. Because these dumbasses on the internet think because this man had... So that's like saying me. I'm a concealed carry. I got a concealed carry permit, right? I can carry my firearm wherever the fuck I want to go. So you're saying because I want to protect myself, that if someone infringes on my personal safety and I use said firearm to protect myself, I am now committing premeditated murder? So that means Kyle Rittenhouse should be in fucking prison, right? Oops. Again. Oops. There goes your bullshit ass narrative. Oh, it's premeditated murder. That's premeditated murder. Y'all just like trying to say shit because it sound good. Legal precedent does not support what the fuck you're saying, ma'am, sir. Legal precedent does not support what the fuck you're saying, dumbass. You know why his bond was dropped from $1 million to $250,000? Because y'all know where this is gonna go. This is gonna go to a lesser charge if it gets charged anyway. Shit, you got too many witnesses there for number one. Look, the witnesses there, from the witnesses I already heard, that's already talking online. So the witness is gonna come out and say, hey, this kid was just sitting over there, blah, 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 blah. These two boys walked over to him, a fight ensued, one of them got stabbed. In the story. So you mean to tell me those two boys walked over to him when they could have stayed their monkey asses right where the fuck that was at, and none of this shit would have happened? So let me tell y'all about an accessory to a fact, right? If you take your bitch ass into a bank and you have intentions to rob said bank, you didn't intend on killing nobody, did you? Nope. But if you and your buddy in that bank at the time of that robbery, your buddy turns around and shoot one of the patrons in that bank, y'all are now, and he kills that person in the bank, you're now an accessory to the fact of murder, right? And you're both charged with first-degree murder or second-degree murder. That's how the law works, dumbass. So, I'm saying that to say this. Now, if Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter walked their monkey asses over there, committed a fucking assault on this kid, minding his goddamn business, and his brother ended up getting fucking stabbed, then Hunter should be charged with fucking murder. Because their actions led to it. The fuck is y'all talking about? How the fuck is them walking over, starting a fight with that kid, and one of them getting fucked up have to do his fault? That's not his fault. He didn't go over there planning to fight them motherfuckers. Otherwise, it would have been the other way around. Carmelo would have got his monkey ass up and walked his ass over there to Austin and Hunter and fucked them up over there. He did none of that. None of that. He was minding his goddamn business. He was minding his fucking business. And they walked over to him and started putting hands on him. Self-defense, motherfuckers. That's all I got, Your Honor. Oh, and to you dirty, dingy fucking lice magnets that's sending death threats to this kid's mama, fuck you. Every last one of you fucking racist piles of shit. Sounds like that lynch mob gene in your fucking system is activating again, huh? Like y'all want to do his mama like y'all did Mary Turner. You fucking clowns. Oh, I don't know who Mary Turner is. Oh, she couldn't be the one who was married to her husband that got unjustly fucking lynched. And she said something about it. And because she said something about it, one of you fucking cuckoo clusters walked over to her house, accosted her, hung her by her feet from the Folsom Bridge, and cut her baby from her stomach, and stumped her baby into mush meat. Then lit her body on fire and filled her full of fucking bullets. Because you fucking people are full of fucking violence. But you want to talk to black folks about goddamn violence. You raggedy motherfuckers. Charlie Kirk and his aardvark looking ass, getting his weird ass on the internet. Oh man, see this thug, this criminal, this thug. I wish I could punch this motherfucker in his face. None of you their actions led to Austin Metcalf getting turned into fucking rat food. Their actions did, not Carmelo's. It's the other way around, bitches. You stupid internet fucking lawyer wannabes don't know how to study precedent. You don't know how to look up law. If your actions led to someone being murdered or dying in the act of you committing a crime, assault, you raggedy motherfuckers, then you, the one who is committing the assault, is by law convicted of said goddamn murder. Look up the precedent, nigga. Since you want to play with me, look up the precedent, motherfucker. Yes. Right there. Right there. See that? Right, that comment right there. That comment right there. That comment right there. Look at this fucking goofball right here. You just want attention to yourself. I'm going to give you the attention that you deserve. A fucking block. Get your dumb ass out of here. Threatening this child's mama. Threatening his mama. Y'all some fucking, yeah, you showing your real Klansman colors now. Y'all ain't got y'all asses on here pretending like y'all fucking lawyers. You're not a fucking lawyer. Look up the precedent, dumbass. Texas is a stand your ground state. He had no duty to retreat. He was being jumped by two 220-pound twins. You fucking clowns. They went to him, not the other way around. Then his chomo daddy had the nerve to take his goofy ass to the fucking press conference like that was gonna solve something. This kid's mama's getting death threats and all kind of racist fucking shit from these racist ass these damn milky roaches on the internet. Man, these styrofoam cups on the internet are something wild, boy. They come up here saying all this racist shit to this child's mama, threatening their daddy. Daddy had to take off work so to make sure his family's safe. Y'all over here sending death threats to them and shit. Got this woman crying at the press conference and shit. Lying on these folks. Let's talk about the motherfucking facts that came out of Hunter Metcalf's fucking mouth himself. They went over there to tell him to move out of that tent. Meaning, they got their monkey asses where they were safe at and walked their ass over there to uncertainty. In the midst of them committing a fucking crime of assault, his brother got sent to the motherfucking upper room. Oops. Shouldn't have put your goddamn hands on him, you bitch ass nigga. Oopsie. Y'all motherfuckers are wild. Let me see a nigga defending this shit. You fucking monkey. Let me see one of you niggas on here defending this bullshit. Oh man, see, I believe nobody don't need that. Well, they should have set their ass the fuck down and shut the fuck up. If you had a problem with that man, with that kid sitting in that fucking tent, you could have told somebody in a position of authority to have him removed to go to his own tent. That's all you had to do. But no, you got to show everybody how big your balls are, didn't you? Yep. So you got your bitch ass up yourself when you had no authority to tell that young man where the fuck to go. You didn't have no authority to do that shit, but you did it anyway, didn't you? Yep, sure did. Sure did. You marched your monkey ass. You and your brother marched both your lice-infected ass goofballs, walked your goofy asses over there thinking shit was sweet. The boy even told you, don't put your hands on me. Y'all said, fuck it. Put your hands on him anyway. He told you again, touch me again and see what happens. They said, fuck it. We're going to play Russian roulette. We don't know what he got in this mystery mouse tool bag. We don't know. So we're going to try it anyway. Fuck this nigga. Cool. Put your hands on him again, and now your brother ended up in the upper fucking room. Serves you right. Should have took heed to the goddamn warning. Don't it sound like to me? You don't believe the fucking fire hot till you touch it, right? So that fire burnt the shit out your goof ass. That's what you get. Keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self. Hey, class, what's the rules? What's the rules of the house? Keep your hands to yourself. And you'll go home and you'll be okay to talk about it. It's okay. I tell my kids that. If you ain't got to fight, don't. If you can walk away, walk away. Ain't no fight in this world worth your life over. I don't give a fuck what none of these goofballs, Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro and all these other fucking racists on the fucking internet. I don't give a fuck what they say. The law is the fucking law. Just because he's a black kid, that don't mean that he's an exception to the rule, does it? The law is the law for a reason. Why did he have a knife? That was premeditated murder. So you mean to tell me as a concealed weapons permit holder, and I carry a firearm with me everywhere, you mean to tell me that if your dumb ass got the gall to want to assault me or try to inflict on my personal space and my personal safety or the safety of my fucking family. And I use said Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 to take your ass and send you straight to hell where you belong. You mean to tell me that's premeditated? I didn't think about it. The only thing I thought about in the moment was protecting myself and my property and my family. So I'm sending your ass where you need to go, FedEx. I'm sending you right down there to Lucifer so you can talk to him face to face, mano a mano. Huh? If I clearly done gave you many warnings and told you if you assault my personal space and you assault my safety, that I am going to extract any form of protecting myself at all fucking points of time, and you don't heed to that warning, then may the Lord be with you. Get your affairs right. Make sure you pick out a good suit. Make sure you got your affairs in order. Make sure that you done said your prayers, your kumbayas. Make sure you kissed all your peoples and told them that you love them, because I'm going to send your ass FedEx style straight to the upper room. That ain't no hyperbole. That's no threat. That's none of that. There ain't none of that coded language and tap dancing around the issue. I'm telling you, and sound money and sound body. Sound money, I said it wrong. Sound body and sound mind. That I'm going to send your ass FedEx straight down to Lucifer's belly, ASAP Rocky. And to leave me the fuck alone. Go on about your business. If my words make you feel that tough and make you feel that sensitive, that your pussy hurts so bad that you want to risk your life for it, by all means do so. Just know that the mystery master toolbox that's behind me with that box sitting on top of you is going to send you straight on to Jesus where you belong. I can rest assured I got many means of sending your ass FedEx straight to hell. I'll send you straight on down there. Straight. You can take your pick of the mystery mouse tool that's behind me right there. You can take your pick of what's in the mystery mouse toolbox back there. You can take your pick. Y'all done went out here and lied on them folks and told them that they took that money that they raised and took that money and bought a new house and bought a Cadillac and all kinds of fucking lies. They ain't got 1 red cent of that money yet. Not 1 dime of it. Yep, Detroit, hot dog, hot diggity dog. That's why I make a point that you can see the mystery mouse toolbox right behind you. Right behind me. Right there. It's right there. You can see it for your own viewing pleasure. Right there. The mystery mouse toolbox is just, whew. Nirvana, you ain't here worried about the wrong shit. You ain't here worried about the wrong shit. You worried about the wrong shit. You need to be listening and shutting the fuck up instead of worrying about how many mods I got. I got mods in here because there's a bunch of racists on here. And then from time to time, I have a bunch of them in this bitch. Yep. Hey, Tishy Samaga. That's all they got to use in case precedent. Oh, what evidence do you have to support? Oh, hey, he shouldn't have had a knife at a fist fight. He shouldn't have had that. That's excessive force. He didn't have to. No, Your Honor. No. We're going to go to case precedent for Daniel Penny, who choked out a man because he used words that he didn't like. And y'all let him go on self-defense. You're going to use Kyle Rittenhouse, who drove across state lines with a gun he shouldn't have been carrying, and he killed 2 people on some property that he didn't own in some business that wasn't none of his. Yeah. George Zimmerman stalked a 17-year-old boy from the store minding his business even after police told him to leave that boy alone. He still followed him anyway, ended up getting his ass whooped, and he killed the boy. And he got off with self-defense. So you mean to tell me George Zimmerman didn't commit premeditated murder when he knew he had a pistol on him? when he knew he was following somebody and he knew it could go left? Even after he had a warning from somebody on the phone? Okay. Okay. They got plenty of case precedents they can use it. Yeah. 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 I told you, Tissues, he was in the commission of a crime. When the moment that Austin Metcalf got his ass, him and Austin walked their asses over to Carmelo Anthony and started fucking with him, was the moment that they were in commission of a fucking crime, assault. King Breezy, what's happening with it, Brody? I've been cooling. That was the moment he committed a crime. And a crime he did commit. Because he smashed his phone, number one. That's going to be admitted in the court. You grabbed the man's backpack, tried to forcibly remove him from the tent when you had no authorization to do so. You committed assault, buddy. And in Texas is a stand your ground state. And he stood his motherfucking ground. Yep, King Breezy, about the same thing here, Brody. Family time, work, doing videos and research and shit, learning more stuff. I am still beside myself when I look at all the racist fucking comments from all these goofbag racists on the internet. It's mind blowing to me. It really is. It's mind blowing to me. Mind blowing. Because I'm going to show y'all something again. Just so y'all don't have to believe me. You ain't got to believe me. Don't take my word for it. Look what that says up top. I don't even want y'all to look at the video. Look at what it says right there. It's going to be a race war summer. These fucking clowns on the internet have been talking about a race war for I don't know how long. They ain't even bust a move yet. They ain't bust a move yet. The race war. It's already been a race war with black folks. Yep. Stole the man's personal property. His iPhone, broke it. Tried to snatch his backpack off of him. But don't worry. When Discovery hit their ass, yeah, we don't give a fuck about what the court of public opinion says. We care about what an actual court says. Yeah, remember, you're innocent until proven guilty. At least that's what it's allegedly supposed to say. These motherfuckers are in here trying to find every reason to fear of race war. Well, I tell you about the majority in this country. There's a lot of people that look like you fucking lice magnet, that love that BBC, that love black women. Don't think they're going to be joining your side, buddy. Because everybody ain't in this country ain't racist. Stupid. You need to be paying attention to that elitist that put that battery in your back to believe that racist shit was actually a real thing. It's not. It's a means for them to steal money from your stupid ass. But you're still falling in the trap, though. Oh, it's race. Oh, it's a race thing. It's the blacks. The blacks. Okay. You keep telling yourself that shit. And I guarantee you this. No matter how many of you motherfuckers die, I guarantee you this. Those elites are still going to be counting fucking money. I guarantee you this, though. Ask yourself this question. When the first Civil War happened and y'all got y'all ass kicked, how many of those elites fought in that war? How many stories of the elite whites fought in the Civil War? I'm talking about the ultra wealthy, rich white people who made a shit ton of money off indigo, tobacco, cotton, rice, sugarcane, those people who made all that fucking money. Don't worry, I'll wait. I got time. Right, Piff? Right, Breezy. Yep. Zeke girl, they got scared and ran their ass behind the police. Shit, discrimination happens everywhere. These motherfuckers ain't stopped being racist. What the fuck? These motherfuckers stop being racist? No. Why do you think Elon Musk was comfortable doing a Nazi salute twice? Why? Why do you think Donald Trump and the Republican Party was comfortable having a Naziist party in Madison Square Garden with Terry Belova, aka Folk Hogan? Why do you think they did that? Because everybody's going to be too busy drooling over the fantasy of racism versus the reality of elitism. Just like now. That's the reason why America is the dumbest country on the earth, got the most money, and the least to show for it. Ask yourself this question. And I mean, I'm going to be for real. Ask yourself this fucking question here. Which country treats their citizens the best? The United States or China? And if your answer is the United States, I got a bridge to sell you. Because you fuckers been sold the greatest illusion of all time. That somehow you having the thought of freedom was better than having actual freedom. The Chinese treat their citizens far better than we're treated here in this fucking shit pool of fucking elitists stealing money from everybody. Nah, they only did that ride. The only reason why they did that shit was to emulate the fucking Nazi ride they had there in 1929. Is China perfect? That nowhere, no time did y'all ever hear me say China was perfect. I didn't say that. They're a communist nation. Never said that at all. What I'm saying is, in the aspect of how they treat their citizens, who treats their citizens better? The United States or China? I don't see China sending their citizens to fucking El Salvador for nothing. I don't see the Chinese extorting their fucking human capital to enrich fucking billionaires and stockholders. I don't see them doing that shit at all. I see them revitalizing their economy and making themselves one of the biggest fucking producers of everything in the world under one roof. And I guarantee you within 5 years, China will have the #1 economy in the world, and we're going to drop to the 20. We're going to drop down there with good old Russia. All the oligarchs got all the fucking money. Meanwhile, everything. Have y'all seen what it looks like in Russia? Have y'all seen the livelihood of the constituents in Russia? Have y'all seen it? Fuck what damn Trump say. Fuck what Putin goofy ass is out here showing y'all. Have y'all actually took a look at the citizens of Russia and how they're living? Have y'all looked into the ruble? Have y'all looked to see all that shit? I take it as a no. I strongly suggest you look into how Russia is. Russia is in shambles. It is it looks all dark and dreary and just desolate cities and shit where Putin done bombed the shit out of his own people. And nope. Y'all sit here and keep on living on that damn fantasy. Somehow America is the best country in the world, and they treat America like they treat Americans the best. They do this, they do that, blah 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 blah. Nope. Nope. The United States joined Russia, Belarus, North Korea, Eritrea, Mali, Nicaragua, Niger, and Sudan in voting against the UN General Assembly resolution condemning Russian aggression against Ukraine. Everybody else in the world says that Russia was dead wrong. Wow. Do y'all need any more reasons for me to tell y'all Donald Trump is a Russian bitch? Do y'all need any more? Y'all need any more reasoning? I mean, is there any more things to tell you that Donald Trump is a Russian bitch? The elites will sell us out for the biggest buck. Y'all don't get it. Donald Trump just said we're on the side of Russia and North Korea. Wow. That's freaking crazy, bro. That's crazy. I want y'all to hear this.
This is an individual tragedy as well. Autism destroys families. More importantly, it destroys our greatest resource, which are children. These are children who should not be suffering like this. These are kids who, many of them were fully functional and regressed because of some environmental exposure into autism when they're 2 years old. And these are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children. Sir.
Oh, she shut the fuck up. Using space? Yeah, they're stupid.
Will never use a toilet unassisted. And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children.
I don't even know where to start. I really don't even know where to begin. So much to unpack. Let's start here. Okay, I am not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody's mom.
No, he is not the new Fauci. Dr. Fauci is actually a fucking doctor. All the dumbasses and conspiracy theorists on the internet were the fucking retards. Dr. Fauci done his job. The man has been researching infectious diseases for over 50 years. The man knows what the fuck he's doing. So yeah, I'll listen to Dr. Fauci before I listen to some dumbass on TikTok telling me about an infectious disease. No thank you. That's the reason why America lost over 1 million people. No thank you. Holly Robinson Peete has an autistic son. I have an autistic niece. Go ahead.
Mama, as someone who's been advocating for the autism community, a community that I care deeply about for 25 years. And I don't know everything, but I do know this. Autism is not a disease. It is a disorder, a developmental disorder. And it is important to get that right if you are the Secretary of Health and Human Services. So that off the top really triggered me. And then came the list of nevers.
Oh, he finally met with him? He's alive still? I'm shocked. Yeah, Mr. Natural, but that doesn't got anything to do with autism. Autism is a disorder. It's not a disease. It's not like chickenpox. Go ahead, Holly.
Now, if you know me, you know, and I've talked about it a lot. When our son was diagnosed in 2000 at 3 years old, we called it the Never Day. Why? Because this developmental pediatrician rolled out a laundry list of nevers that RJ would never do, never be, never have, never achieve. And we call it the Never Day. And she said he would never mainstream in school, have friends, have meaningful employment, drive, live on his own, never say I love you, never play team sports. I mean, this lady had a long list of things that she said he would never do. And so when the Secretary of Health and Human Services just ran off another never list, it triggered me in ways I can't even describe. And now 24 years later, RJ's 27 now, and he has actually checked off and shattered most of those nevers off of that list. So when I hear someone like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. describe our children as family destroyers, I felt the weight of every parent who's ever had to fight 3 times, 4 times as hard just to prove their child's worth. And it just plays into every stereotype. And
I want to see that. Hold on, let me find it. I gotta find it now. I've got to find it. Gotta find it. Got to find it. Chris Fun Holland. That's what I need to look at. Oh, there we go. Oh, that makes me feel better. Because I thought that kid was dead. He's alive. Sheesh. If something would have happened to that man, ooh-wee. Sheesh. I'm going to like that. I appreciate Senator Chris Van Hollen. I appreciate him bringing comfort to that man's babies and his wife. My prayers go to his wife Jennifer and their 3 kids. He does not deserve this. Man, Nicholas, who you telling, dog? Man, shut up, man. Then you have Elon, Robert, fucking weirdo, a fucking heroin addict and a fucking ketamine freak have a conversation. What does that sound like? 2 fucking goofballs licking windows. Y'all smash the like button and all that good stuff. I am glad to see Mr. Garcia alive and seemingly well. I'm happy to see that. I am glad, because I thought that something had happened to that young man. Look at these fucking dumbasses. You announced to the world that you had violated the Logan Act and HIPAA. Shut up, fucking dumbass. These motherfuckers don't know shit about nothing. They just get on the internet and say whatever. This nigga don't even know what HIPAA is. Oh my God. Y'all, look. I gotta show y'all this. Look at what this fucker said. Look what he said. Look what he said. He said, you just announced to the entire world that you violated the Logan Act and HIPAA, Curtis. I'm reporting this. And then scroll on down. Hold on. How did he violate the Health Insurance Probability Act, which is HIPAA? What the hell is that? Boy, I swear to God. Look. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. These people are fucking stupid. Hey, Mr. Natural, it goes back to my point again. You know the reason why it didn't happen? Because of rich people. That's why. Rich people. Everything that you said, rich people. The FDA ain't protecting its constituents, rich people. Educational system in the toilet, rich people again. Quality of life sucks for American citizens, rich people yet again. Everything goes back to the elite class. All of it's been done by design so that life could suck for every last one of us. And life could be great for them. They don't have to worry about shit. Rich people don't have to worry about where their next meal coming from. Rich people ain't got to worry about how they're going to pay their insurance. Rich people ain't got to worry about if their mama or their grandma is going to be in some nursing facility, because they can build a nursing facility outside their house and they don't never have to drive a mile to go see them. Rich people ain't got to worry about none of the shit we worry about. They ain't got to worry about their kids being assaulted at school. They ain't got to worry about none of that shit, because their kids are affluent. They don't have to worry about none of the shit we got to worry about. And they plan to keep it that way, because money is power in America. That's the reason why the Chinese people are doing way better than we are. That's why Red Note made all those fucking magatars flip they shit when they seen Red Note. And they seen how the Chinese is really living. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Swear to God, boy. Oh my God, these people are fucking stupid. These are nothing but bots, though. That's all I know. These people are fucking bots. I want y'all to see this. I want to show y'all this. I want y'all to see this. Watch this. Watch this lying bitch here. Watch.
And to have a senator from Maryland who didn't even acknowledge or barely acknowledge my daughter and the brutal death that she endured, leaving her 5 children without a mother and now a grandbaby without a grandmother, so that he can use my taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador to bring back someone that's not even an American citizen. Why does that person have more right than I do, or my daughter, or my grandchildren? I don't understand this.
Let me unpack this real quick. First off, Kilmar didn't have nothing to do with your motherfucking daughter. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Kilmar did not have nothing to do with this lady's daughter getting killed by a migrant. Nothing. Nothing, Patty. Nothing. Nothing. You thin-lipped Simeon got on TV and try to use your daughter's situation, which is a tragedy, to gaslight the fuck out of Americans. You motherfuckers make me sick. You motherfuckers make me fucking sick. Like I told y'all, when Donald Trump held that kid who had cancer that y'all ain't heard a fucking peep out of his ass about. When he held that cancer kid up at his State of Delusion address. And I told y'all that I'm no way, shape, or... Nah, man, that was pretty decent of Donald Trump to do that for that kid who... While at the same time, they were canceling research that could help save that boy's life. I told y'all I wasn't fucking going for it because all they do is use puppets to go and garner and gaslight the shit out of y'all because they know you have a soul. Donald Trump and this administration have none. You're more outraged that a senator who represents constituents went over to see a constituent that was unjustly locked up in a foreign fucking prison where nobody makes it out alive, by the way. Sekai. You're mad about him going over there to see about a man who was sent over there somewhere unjustly with no criminal record at all. He's not a part of MS-13 like you dumb fucks keep trying to claim. I can't with this fucking country no more, dog. Just seeing this bitch get up here and try to manipulate and gaslight and use her daughter's situation to try to make this sound like this was just for them to send this man who has a wife and kids at home, who didn't have nothing to do with your daughter getting unalive at all, had nothing to do with it, had not absolutely fucking nothing to do with it. Nothing. 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 So you go and you go twist and bend and turn this situation into, oh, I'm mad about a senator using my tax dollars to go to some other country to fight for somebody who's not an American citizen. He is an American citizen. You fucking dumbass gook. You fucking ghoul. He is an American citizen. All this shit is a fucking shit show. All this shit is for a shit show. A shit show. A whole entire shit show. You're using your child's death to gaslight people, make you the most abhorrent pile of shit walking on this planet. And your daughter, if she was here, she'd be ashamed of you. You're a walking piece of, I told y'all MAGA is a walking, talking piece of shit. That's it. No soul, no morals, no nothing. Oh, I believe in God. I love Jesus. No, you don't. No, you don't. You think Jesus was a liberal. You think Jesus was a liberal and an illegal alien. None of that. These motherfuckers over here lying their ass off about this man. He was not granted due process, which was due to him under the Constitution. And the Supreme Court, the Supreme fucking Court, ruled 9-0 to have this man sent back to his fucking family. And these dumb bitches are playing politics. Leo, what's happening with it, man? I don't like how he's using taxpayer money to send people over there to go check us. That man shouldn't even have been there. Well, I know you're not mad about Donald Trump using $6 million of our taxpayer money to fund a fucking foreign torture facility, are you? All y'all do is lie. God damn. Every day, I always think, well, this is probably the lowest day we can get. Every day they keep showing they can go lower and 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 lower. There is no low in this country anymore. There is no order here. Kilmar Garcia has nothing to do with your daughter. Nothing. All these dumbasses like Pam Bundy stinking ass getting on TV every chance he can get, lying about this kid, saying this man, oh, he's not an American citizen. He's an American citizen. Now, if he wasn't an American citizen, then why did the Supreme Court tell you to run his ass back over here, back to this country and set him free? Why? Why do they tell you that? Because they know you fucked up. And they know you didn't give him due process under the law like he's supposed to have. And you know when you would have happened if you gave him due process, it would have been found out that he's not MS-13. He's not none of that. He doesn't even have a fucking record. And here y'all are. I would throw his fat ass in jail. Just so y'all know. I would throw it. Let me be president. I'll throw this fat son of a bitch in. I would throw this fat son of a bitch in prison.
You say everything was done right here. And I heard Stephen Miller in the Oval Office on Monday also arguing that he was lawfully deported. But this administration has admitted in court that he was mistakenly deported, that he should not have been deported.
Look, they said there's administrative error.
No, they didn't, Robert.
If I look at
That's a lie.
As a non-attorney, as an enforcement officer, I think things were done right. Again, they're talking about, well, it might have been a paper error about the withholding. But if we look at the case, then he's designated terrorist. I think that withholding has been set aside.
That's fucking succotash.
You say everything.
This motherfucker said we had everything. We did everything right. Oh my God. Oh my God. This man said the judge told them in 2009 don't send him back to El Salvador. That is true. That is exactly true. This motherfucker just sit here on TV talking about I suck on his I wish we should listen.
Everything was done right.
Let's
here.
listen.
And I heard Stephen Miller in the Oval Office on Monday also arguing that he was lawfully deported. But this administration has admitted in court
Look at
that
fucking
he was
Lurch.
mistakenly deported.
Look, they said there's administrative error. But if you look at the case, if I look at the case as a non-attorney,
that says administrative error. That said it's a administrative error. That's prejudice. That's exercise. And see, and you tell me everything right. Listen.
Enforcement officer, I think
I want y'all.
Case as a non-attorney. Look, they said there's administrative error. But if you look at the case, if I look at the case as a non-attorney, as an enforcement officer, I think things were done right. Again, they're talking about, well, it might have been
Dude, all I got this, I don't give a fuck what Pam Bundy says. I don't give a fuck what this dumbass hillbilly says. I don't give a fuck what Donald Trump says. I know what the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court said 9-0 that this man deserves to be in this country. 9-0 that man did not deserve to be in prison for shit. He ain't break no laws. I know that. That is an unmitigated motherfucking fact. Don't give a fuck about what Tom Homan's fat, ugly, dusty ass got to say. I don't give a fuck what Trump's orange ass got to say. I don't give a fuck what Pam Bundy's old, dried up fucking face with all that Botox got to say. I don't give a fuck. The Supreme Court told y'all stupid ass to bring that man back in this goddamn country. That's what they told you. I believe everybody in this cabinet are a bunch of fucking drunks. That's what I believe. Carpe diem. I believe every last one of these stupid dumb fucks are all fucking window licking drunks. Every one of them. See, I believe as the Mr. Officer that I was threatened. Then you got Robert Kennedy Jr. I swear, I ain't got no sympathy for these motherfuckers. None of them. Absolutely none. That fucking heroin addict. I got no sympathy for you. At all. You soulless fucking ghouls. None. I'm telling y'all, these people are going to push this country into another revolution. They're going to push it. They're going to do it. Listen to this babbling bitch standing on pillows again. Watch. Listen to this babbling bitch. Look at him.
And I believe that CNN and MSDNC, who literally write 97.6% bad about me, are political arms of the Democrat Party. And in my opinion, they're really corrupt and they're illegal. What they do is illegal.
Aren't you supposed to be the party of free speech? I thought you guys were constitutionalists because, in case you forgot, the First Amendment guarantees freedom of the press. CNN and MSNBC can pretty much say whatever the fuck they want about you. But look, to add context to what Trump is saying, because I had the misfortune of watching the entire speech, he's essentially arguing that judges' rulings are being influenced by the rhetoric of CNN and MSNBC, therefore their rhetoric is illegal. But here's the thing. Even if they were influencing judges' rulings, it still would not be illegal. Unless there's direct, overwhelming evidence of some bribe bribery or fraud or other criminal act that was used to service getting those judges to change their rulings, there's nothing illegal here. They are fully protected by the First Amendment. So in the end, all this does is give us a vision into what Donald Trump wants for America, which is essentially nationalized media that is not allowed to criticize him. But fortunately for us, our legal system is like a giant steel wall between Trump's nightmare vision for America and what he can actually do.
And I believe
Trump is the biggest bitch in all of America. Crybaby, baby back, fat ass bitch. That's all of MAGA. All of them are some baby back bitches. He said some mean words about me. That's illegal to say bad things about me. It's bad. Fucking bitches. Bitches. Weak ass bitches. And y'all talking about this is the strong man of the world. The world's gonna listen to Donald. Donald Trump is a baby back bitch. There, I said it. I said it. He's a baby back bitch. Oh, the media saying bad things about me. They calling me a criminal. Cause you're a fucking criminal. You're a fucking felon, dude. Jesus. Jesus Hernandez Christ. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Have mercy. This dude literally cries about being, oh, they said mean things. I want everybody to see how cool I am. You're a fucking weirdo. You are a fucking weirdo. The world is laughing at us. Imagine this. J.D. Vance going on TV talking shit about people committing domestic acts of terrorism by vandalizing a shitty ass fucking Tesla, which is not a domestic terrorism act at all, period, point blank. So when is somebody that's a billionaire's personal property considered domestic terrorism? It's beyond me. But he says that breaking it, so you break and vandalize a building, you should be prosecuted, right? And he says yes. Caitlin Collins then said, okay, I'm just checking because you helped raise money for people who did the same shit on January 6th to the fucking Capitol. Well, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
I've seen some people look at this and say they're worried that the stance of this administration when it comes to this is that if someone is deported by accident, that they have no responsibility for them once they are in the custody of a foreign government. What would you say to that?
Well, they're in the custody of El Salvador. He's an El Salvadoran national. He was born in El Salvador. El Salvador has him in custody, and El Salvador decide what happened to him. I mean, again, the El Salvadoran president made it clear he's not going to release him. So again, I'm going to go back. The DOJ, they can fight this out in the courts. As I'm not a part of that. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a prosecutor. So we'll let the courts, decide what the next steps will be.
Even though it was a U.S. immigration judge who said the one place he can't go is El Salvador. I mean, he could have been deported literally anywhere else.
Again, we keep going back and back, but again, that was years ago. Country conditions were different. That gang no longer exists in El Salvador. He had been designated a terrorist since that time. 2 different federal judges said he's an MS-13 member. A police department said he's an MS-13 member. ICE data shows he's an MS-13 member. El Salvador says he's an MS-13 member. As you know, MS-13 been designated terrorist. The case says that
Can y'all please read what the motherfucking line says down at the bottom? Judge, they have not offered any evidence on Garcia's ties to MS-13 motherfucking team. No I don't give a fuck how many times you lie about it. It doesn't make it true. Oh, he's MS-13. What proof do you have? Oh, some ICE agent said he's an MS-13. Yeah, I take his word for it. So that's hearsay. So that's not admissible in the court of law. You fucking clown. So it went to the Supreme Court. What did the Supreme Court say? He's not MS-13. You deported him illegally. First off, these motherfuckers, didn't these same motherfuckers say that it was an administrative error that this man got sent to motherfucking El Salvador? I swear I fucking hate it here. I swear I do. I swear I fucking hate it. These people are fucking retarded. They really are fucking retarded. They are the stupidest, dumbest, most incompetent bunch of fucking goofballs I've ever seen in my fucking life. I swear to God, they are the stupidest fucking dumbasses I ever seen. And this fucking fat ass, dumbass lurch, see, MS-13 slobbering all over himself. He's MS-13. He's MS-13. I thought I know you MS-13. I think the thing is that they was MS-13. What proof have you provided any fucking federal court to show that this man is part of MS-13? What's up with it? What is up, my boy Terror Squad? Tommy, what's good, Brody? What evidence have they shown y'all that Mr. Alberto Garcia is part of MS-13? Anybody in the class would like to expound upon that one? Anybody? 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 For the ones with a working brain like me, I really want to know, where's your evidence that this man is part of MS-13? Where's your evidence at? I don't give a fuck about hearsay. Motherfuckers can say I'm part of MS-13 for all they care. They don't give a fuck. They lie. The point of the matter is they fucking lie. What evidence did they provide to show that Mr. Abrego Garcia is part of MS-13? What evidence? The DOJ has offered no evidence of Garcia's ties to MS-13 whatsoever. The judge said that. The judge who originally ordered a fucking stay on this bullshit deportation bullshit, because the only reason why they're doing this shit is so they look tough on TV. I told y'all, Donald Trump is a bitch. He's a bitch. Hear me, y'all. Donald Trump is the most sensitive, snowflakiest bitch on the planet. If his ego is not being stroked, he cries like a bitch. Him and Elon Musk, both them sobbing titty bitches. They both are bitches. They are fucking sensitive ass, weasel back, yellow ass bitches. That's what they are. They couldn't let me be motherfucking. They couldn't let me be motherfucking president. Let me be president. I promise you. The same way they on TV over here lying about this young man will be the same way I have my black ass on TV sending their ass to El Salvador via executive order. Don't just take my word for it. Look.
CNN did not disappoint this week. Once again, Caitlin Collins had a major showdown with Trump.
And they said that it must be facilitated.
Why don't you just say, isn't it wonderful that we're keeping criminals out of our country?
Trump is literally just like, why can you ask me about good things? Why do you always have to be so negative? As if he was not a politician and I don't know, an actor instead.
Caitlin and the president sort of have this contentious relationship that we've seen over the last several months.
Prices go.
Excuse me, we haven't asked you to speak yet, please. Okay?
During the back and forth, it was Dana Bash, and she actually interrupted the live coverage to push back against what Trump was saying.
For the record, CNN does not hate our country.
This is one of the things they used to do a lot during the first Trump term. They would cut away to fact check him. It's part of what they're trying not to do because it wasn't successful for them. So I thought it was interesting that Dana Bash cut in there.
Again, tell me again how Donald Trump is this big ass tough guy they all claimed he was. Tell me that one. Tell me, what's up, Wayne? Tell me how Donald Trump is this big ass tough guy y'all claimed he was when Kamala Harris made him look like a bitch on that stage. Nobody's gonna listen to a woman. Nobody's gonna listen. She's emotional. She's emotional. She's emotional. She's emotional. She's emotional. The man who's having fucking temper tantrums like a fucking toddler is not the one with fucking emotional issues, right? That's what y'all want me to believe. This man getting his fucking diaper in a bunch because people are saying mean things about him. Oh, that poor baby getting mean things said about him. He got mean things said about, oh, he got his little feeling hurt. Oh, that poor baby, he a little nap now. Oh, you want a fruit snack. Where the fuck did... Oh, my God, man. Y'all voted for this motherfucker, dog? He is the savior of the world, according to you fucking window lickers. You need your bottle. That baby need a bottle. He need a burpee. Yeah, that baby need a burpee. That my chun chun. Hey, chun chun. Hey, chun chun. Fucking goofball. You gotta talk to him like a fucking toddler. Donald Trump is the bestest best of the world. I swear he's the most awesome president ever. Oh my God. Then you get a seat in the fucking White House. All of them sitting around that table. Gagging. All of them gagging. Every last one. Trump, you're the best. Can you move your diaper out of the way, sir? I'm trying to get your balls. Hold on. It's my turn. I want to lick the tape. I swear to God, these motherfuckers are stupid as fuck, dog. This has got to be the weirdest fucking time to be in America. This is the absolute weirdest fucking time in America. Wow. I want to hear this. Hold on.
I just want to say that as a mother and as an American citizen, the president and our entire team, and I hope people in this room are grateful for your willingness to come here and your request to share your daughter's story. And I think the country hears you loud and clear. So thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Patty or for me? No? I have a question. No? Anybody? Okay. We'll see you all later. The president will be at his dinner later this evening. So thank you for being here this morning. I really appreciate you being here.
You mean to tell me? I'm going to try my best not to yell. Y'all done drug this woman who set up for y'all and fucking lied and used the death of her own fucking daughter to push a political agenda against American fucking citizens. And you have the audacity to stand your pale, lice-infected, thin-lipped, flat ass on that fucking stage and act like you're this big-ass fucking patriot when you unjustly sent this man, Mr. Garcia, to the worst prison in the fucking world for absolutely fucking nothing. And first off, y'all said that it was an administrative error. Then it went from an administrative error to y'all saying this man is part of MS-13 when asked by a federal fucking judge to bring evidence that this man was part of this abhorrent palace shit organization. You motherfuckers couldn't provide a motherfucking thing for nobody. But you got the nerve to get on TV and use this dumb bitch. Boy, I swear to God. Boy, I swear you motherfuckers ain't got no souls. I swear y'all ain't got no souls. Y'all ain't got no. Y'all gonna set hell on fire. On fire. On fire. Y'all gonna be on fire before y'all hit hell. Fire. You hear me? Y'all gonna be on fucking fire. I don't want to see none of these motherfuckers talking about Happy Easter. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. This motherfucker ain't even been president 90 days yet. This, in less than 90 days, this bitch done set the world on fire. Start deporting legal citizens with no due process. Went on a fucking tirade against DEI, which had nothing to do with nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. And the biggest fucking benefactors of fucking DEI is this bitch right the fuck here. That bitch right here is the biggest winner of DEI. She wins the DEI sweepstakes. Because if you look at the fucking facts and you Google it, who's the biggest benefactor of DEI policies at any corporation in America? It's going to say white fucking women. But no, DEI means didn't earn it. DEI didn't earn it. DEI did. Then that drunk bitch tests war fucking plans to a journalist, and then y'all proceed to gaslight the American citizens again and tell America that this journalist who held on to all this classified information that he was sitting the top of, and he could have made millions of dollars off of it, he had the decency and the discipline to sit on this information and not tell a soul until after they did what they did. And he let everybody, they went on TV and lied on that man. So much so that that man then turned around and showed you every fucking screenshot from that fucking text group to show that he discussed war plans, time, date, what pieces of equipment they're going to use, what type of munitions they're going to use, the whole fucking stuff that we heard in fucking secure briefings in a skiff. I swear to God. I swear, boy, I swear, boy. I swear, boy, this is going to be a long fucking 4 years. This is going to be a long fucking 4 years. Boy, I hope there's an America at the end of this shit. Because the way it's looking now, shit, there ain't going to be nothing left of America. There ain't going to be shit. This is going to be dumb fuckistan. That's what it's going to be. Dumb fuckistan. You know it's bad when I live in a red state and motherfuckers are ripping their Trump flags and shit down. You know it's real bad. It's real bad when you live in a red state. You see motherfuckers ripping their shit down. These motherfuckers are the fucking stupidest sons of bitches on this planet. I swear they are. Y'all gaslighted the whole fucking planet and lied. Tom Homan. Now, I want y'all to understand something. Tom Homan, this fucking fat lurch-looking son of a bitch, got on CNN and told the world that Mr. Abrego Garcia was a member of motherfucking MS-13. In the court filing that they had to go into the court to talk to a federal fucking judge to give justification on why they deported this man to the worst jail in the world. These motherfuckers provided no evidence whatsoever that this man had any ties to any gang in America, let alone MS-13. They proceed to go on TV every fucking day and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. Pam Bundy brought her stinking ass on TV and fucking lied. Y'all fucking lied. All y'all had to do was tell the truth. That's it. Y'all messed up. Cool. Y'all better ask. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. Side note. Black folks, do you see what happens when we actually organize and do something? Target, right now, is trying to get a meeting with Al Sharpton. Like Al Sharpton's going to change our motherfucking mind. We know Al Sharpton is bought and paid for by the fucking same machine that I've been cussing out the whole hour, 2 hours I done been live. Almost 3 hours that I done been live. We all know Al Sharpton has no fucking juice in this fucking black people that are coming up, these millennials and these Gen Zers and these Gen Xers. He don't have no pull on us. He don't speak for us. Just like Stephen A. fucking Hairline and fucking Charlamagne the Coon. They don't speak for us. Kumar does not speak for black folks. I think I have a bigger voice for black folks than they do. They don't speak for us. Nobody respects these goofballs. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody does. Ain't it funny that the only people that are going against Donald Trump and this raggedy ass administration are all women? Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny? Ain't it hilarious? Jax, how you doing, Queen? I'm trying to get my blood pressure up. I want y'all to see this. 12 Republicans. David Vallado, Don Bacon, Jeff Van Drew, Robert Breshanan, I don't know how to say his last name. Whoever he is from Arkansas, from Arizona, Jen Kiggins, Young Kim from California, Robert Whitman, Nicole Malatakis, Nick Lalata, Andrew Garbino, and Jeff Hurd are all not going to vote on this reconciliation bill because it has cuts to Medicare. That means that $880 billion that they're going to cut away from the fucking, they don't say explicit language of Medicaid in that fucking bill, but they know exactly what department they're going to use to cut that money from, and it houses Medicaid. That's the hope I had right there. That these constituents in these Republican Republican states that voted for these morons who are really acting like they're bitches and folding the power to Donald Trump and these goofballs, they're waking up now. I want more of you people who voted for Donald Trump to wake the fuck up. The elitist is killing this country. The elitist is what's killing this country. That's why I posted the meme that I posted the other day. What minority is killing America? The rich. The rich is killing the lifeblood of America. They're sucking us dry. They're parasites. All of them. All of them are parasites. Every last one of them. Right, Carpe Diem. That's what their plan is. Like I told y'all, Donald Trump is not the reason for this shit. The Republican Party is. Donald Trump is only the fucking final result of this fucking infectious disease called MAGA in this country. I want y'all to understand that. I want every last one of y'all to understand that.
Yeah, that's HR 405. Let's quit.
Okay. Want y'all to hear, MAGA tells lies. Just remember that. Remember I told you. MAGA tells lies. Go ahead, dumbass.
Quickly debunk some left-wing bullshit with this little thing called evidence.
Are you excited for no tax on tips, overtime, or Social Security? Well, get fucked because it's not happening.
Well, HR 482, the bill that eliminates tax on tips. Oh, and no tax on overtime? Yeah, that's HR 405. Like, legitimately, guys, that's all the effort it takes to debunk liberals.
Unfortunately for you, you are going to need to put in some extra effort. This response will be centered around two words that you're clearly not very familiar with. Logic and context. Let's start with logic. So these two bills you're referring to here were brought up about a month ago when the Republican Party just started talking about its main tax cut package. And what happened? None of the provisions within these two proposed bills were included in their primary tax cut package.
HR 1968. That's the bill he's talking about. Because none of those provisions were listed in it because I read all 99 pages of it.
And this is where a little thing called context comes in. You know why they weren't included? Because they can't even afford their primary tax cut proposal. Of the $4.5 trillion that this new tax proposal will cost, they're only asking for $1.5 to $2 trillion in spending cuts because anything more than that is essentially impossible. And here's why that context matters. Because if you want to put no tax on tips, overtime, or Social Security into the fray, it's going to be trillions of dollars more. That is why they're not in there now, because they can't even afford the main part of their tax proposal. So how exactly are they going to afford trillions of dollars more? So your argument that debunks me is that these two bill proposals exist, but their existence is irrelevant if we can't even afford their primary proposal. That's why they didn't include these provisions, because they're so wildly expensive that they can't even fathom the thought of trying to get them passed. So everything looks a little bit different when you add in nice things like logic and context. But you don't want logic or context, you just want to tell a simple black and white story. But this is not simple because our tax code is extraordinarily complex. And how we pay for it is also very complex, and that is why Republicans chose to keep these provisions out of their primary bill, because it would make it dead on arrival. Not because people don't want these ideas, it's because we just can't fucking afford it. So do these two bills exist? Yes, they exist. Are they ever going to be passed? Hell fuck no. Unless the Republican Party is ready to argue that we should spend $11 trillion in deficit spending to bring these tax cuts to the table, which they're not going to do, these bills are dead. So the next time you want to do a little debunk series, maybe think about the logic and the context before you come my way. Okay, buddy?
Damn. That's what I call how you rip somebody to fucking shreds right there. That's how you do that. That sums it up. When did lying, cheating, and stealing by politicians and businessmen get accepted in society today? When Reagan went and lied about trickle-down economics, that's when it really got accepted into American society, and it became a pariah in American society. So they took it and ran a mile with it. You know, the old saying goes, when you give a devil an inch, he'll take a mile, right? You gave these devils an inch, and they took 40, 50,000 miles. Salt tax, fucking earned interest tax. They went and they took all that shit and found loopholes all in it and sent their money overseas in the offshore accounts so they can't be taxed on it. They just pay the tax in the country where they got their money housed, like Donald Trump did. You remember when Donald Trump's taxes finally got exposed? See, the thing about most people who get on YouTube, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they ain't done research. I've done so much research, my eyes are leaking fucking shit I done read. My head hurt. That's why I didn't go live yesterday. My head hurt so bad just from all the shit that I was reading. As far as this Carmelo Anthony case is going, just the amount of fucking dumbassery that I've seen on the internet from fucking people that look like me is mind-blowing and stupid at the same fucking time. And these people swear to God that they know the law. They don't know shit about the fucking law at all. They don't know shit about politics. They don't know shit about the law. They don't know shit about nothing. They just know about being stupid and willfully fucking ignorant. Just like that dumbass who got on here thinking, I'm going to debunk this, I'm going to debunk that. The Republicans want to cut your Medicaid. Period. It's an HR 1968. Don't have to believe me on it. You can read the bill yourself. I read the bill. No matter of fact, I'll show you. Matter of fact, I will show you. I will show you the world. Na 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 na. Don't believe me. Don't believe Will. Will just be making shit up because he's a libtard. Yeah, he's one of those Democrats. No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking Democrat, nor am I a Republican. I would never. It would be a cold day in hell before I'd be a Republican. A cold day in hell. There you go. Right there. HR 1968 is that reconciliation bill for cutting Medicaid. Look, all the money they're slashing. All the money they're slashing. Right here's what y'all should be reading here. But y'all want to know something real funny? They can't even afford these fucking tax cuts. If you read the bill and you go back and look at all the previous appropriations bills that they have passed, which I've done, no, they can't afford it. Donald Trump is trying to push all this bullshit, and the Heritage Foundations, Peter Thiel, fucking Elon Musk, all these dumb bastards are trying to push all this bullshit before midterms because they know they're going to get slaughtered. They're going to get slaughtered. It's not even going to be close. They're going to get slaughtered. You know why? All the smart people who willfully were ignorant and voted for Trump anyway are having a change of heart now. And all those people that voted for Donald Trump aren't going to vote for Donald Trump again because they see the fucking plan. $895 million from the Department of Agriculture. That means they're cutting money from food stamps. The Department of Agriculture is what controls food stamps. They're going to bankrupt every farm in America that was held up by government subsidies. Sure is. Sure is. They're going to gut the shit out of all this stuff, man. They're going to do it. The Department of Commerce, they are in charge of what, ladies and gentlemen? They're in charge of Medicaid. Medicaid. If I was an economist, if I were deciding on how to restructure America's spending package and save a lot of money, I will reduce the military spending budget by half. What the fuck we need $1 trillion in military spending for when your economy is suffering? What the fuck we need that for? Most of that money don't even go to the troops directly anyway. That goes to research and development. Anybody who's ever served in the military knows that shit. I served in the United States Marine Corps. 8 years. I know how this shit goes. All that money went into fucking machines and shit, planes and aircraft carriers and shit like that. Go to the Department of Defense first. That's where all the fucking money's leaking out of the fucking economy. That's where the biggest proprietor of the fucking debt is coming from anyway. Man, meanwhile, when has the Department of Defense passed a fucking audit? I'm still waiting on that answer. Still waiting on that one. Like the young lady said, in order to make America great, because it never was great before, just so you know, we have to rebuild this country from the ground up. Like I've been telling y'all, we need to let's scrap the Constitution, rewrite the Constitution. We need to have a constitutional convention, rewrite this Constitution so that this shit right here does not happen again, and hold the president to a standard. And he is not a lawless fucking thug like this orange pile of dog shit who has the fucking emotional capacity of a fucking earthworm. So that this shit can never happen to fucking again. That's the reason. That's the original framing of the Constitution to begin with, so that tyranny cannot have no place in America. Period. Point blank. That's what the fucking slave owning fucking forefathers wanted any fucking way. They didn't want no other king here. That was the whole reason for the American Revolution and the Boston Tea Party and all that other weird shit they taught you in school. The whole framing behind the Constitution was to have a check and balance on every facet of power in America. But money, greed, and corruption changes everything, don't it? I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't just read and look at fucking news shit, news articles all fucking day. I go and read bills. This shit is fucking boring. Look, y'all. This shit right here is fucking boring. This is boring. Boring shit. More boring shit. More boring shit. But this is a fucking bill that's on the floor. That's a CR resolution right now that the Republicans are trying to pass, where they cut and gut the shit out of fucking necessities for the regular working class families in America. But the party of fucking conservatives ain't conserving much, are they? What the fuck is the conservatives in America conserving? Besides white supremacy and white nationalism and white Christian nationalism. What are they conserving? What are they conserving that helps America? Y'all tell me that one. Tell me that one. What part of what part are they conserving? Oh, we're the party of family values. When all their fucking leaders are all sexual deviants, all scammers, are all fucking felons. What y'all tell me? Yeah, please tell me, what the fuck are they conservative? Why y'all call these fuckers conservative? They're not conservatives. What are they conserving? What the fuck are they conserving? Please tell me, what are they conserving? Nothing. They are conserving absolutely fucking nothing. Y'all learned a lot today from me. I gave y'all a lot of game today. A lot of game today. Sheesh. Mm-hmm. The moment the Republicans passed this reconciliation bill through the House and they signed this bitch into law, they have sealed their fucking fates. I'm telling y'all, those 12 Republicans that said they don't have the conscience to sign this reconciliation bill, I told you, the revolution will be televised. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise you. They are trying to conserve us. They are trying to push this bullshit. They're trying their damnedest to push this bullshit. They're trying to push it. They're trying to push it through. But I tell you, the moment that they push this shit through, it's going to be they might well go on for their good old. They thought they're going to stay in power after this shit? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's pretty interesting. The average taxpayer contributed $3,452.73 for the interest on the national debt, $445.96 on food stamps. Snap. Doge said there was a lot of waste in DEI. Look how much of your tax dollars go to DEI and on the Minority Business Development Administration, the MBDA, or the NLRB, or for museums, or the CFPB, or PBS, or the Postal Service. Just look. Because Elon Musk told y'all that douche, found a whole bunch of waste. Sure. Elon Musk finding waste, and he ain't showed you one receipt of it, have you? Outside of people getting fired for nothing. Illegally fired. Okay. Okay. You ain't crazy, Pam. None of us are. None of us are. None of us are crazy. Nah, none of us are crazy. I thought I was for a minute, though. Really did. I really thought I was crazy for a minute. Really thought I was going crazy for a minute. But, shit. Just looking at all this shit. Wow.
Video of Bernie Sanders 21 years ago explaining how the Republicans win, even though no one likes their actual policies.
If you are the Republican leadership, and this is what your goals are, your goals are to give huge tax breaks to the very richest people in this country. Your goals are ultimately to privatize Social Security so that Wall Street can make money from that. Privatize Medicare so the insurance companies can make more money. Privatize education. Do away with public schools. Now, if you had an agenda like that and you went before the American people, tax breaks for the rich, destruction of Medicare, destruction of Social Security as we know it, lowering the minimum wage or abolishing it. How many votes did you think you'd get? Not a whole lot. Maybe the richest 1% would vote for you. That's not a lot of votes. So what do? It's got a problem. You package it. How do you package it? And here I want you to pay attention to me. This is bad stuff. What you do is divide people up. Divide people up by races. Affirmative action becomes one issue. All them black people getting the jobs that we white people used to have. Split people, working class, white against black.
They did it with immigrants this time.
To create decent jobs for all. Those uppity women now, they want the right to choose. We'll split people on the abortion issue. We'll split people up on the gun issue. We'll split people up on religious issues. You follow what I'm saying? So you split people up, and then they end up, if you're...
Video of Bernie Sanders 21 years ago.
Well, I watched that whole speech. I remember it. I watched that whole speech. Bernie Sanders said some good shit there. It was good. Bernie done had silver hair for forever, though. God dog. Dang. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this. Oh man, raise your hand if you did this shit before.
Hey, what's up, shawty? You already know who this is. This Marshall. Hey, look, I'm probably going to work. I got a job, Job. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can pull it, I can take care of you. But anyways, if I don't answer, that's because I'm busy working. But leave me a message. I'm telling you, I'll call you back, baby. I'll call you back, shawty. Hey, if ain't nobody ever told you today, you beautiful, baby. You beautiful. You don't matter, you know what I'm talking about? Alright. Hey,
Hey, who gave this motherfucker the cheat code, man? Everybody that had a voice, I done had a voicemail. I done had the voicemail. Oh, dang, I can't even remember the song I left on mine. I can't even remember the song I left on that shit. I think, oh, man, I remember now. I use, all I do is think of you day and night. I used to, yo, yeah, you reach Will, man. Hey, just leave your name and your number, baby. I'm gonna give you a call, little baby. I'm gonna do one right now. 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 I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on, dog. Oh my God, I will vote. Hey, what's up, shawty? You done reach Trail Wheel, and if you're a dumbass and you vote for this motherfucker, leave a message and I'll call you back. All right? Yeah, hit me back. Vote for Trump. Let's go. Vote for Trump. I seen it. America great. Vote for Trump. I vote for Trump. Y'all like my vote for Trump fucking voicemail? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a fucking idiot, man. Man, make your voicemail and you had a doggone song playing in the background. Man, that's the shit. Everybody in here done that shit. I did. I know I did. I ain't even gonna lie. I did. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did that shit. I did that shit. I did that shit. I did it. Sure did. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump's. Did it Donald Trump's? Yeah, they're singing a whole different tune now. I don't want to be deported. RLS3 Gaming, what's happening with it, man? I done did a whole bunch of game dropping today, man. I done did a whole bunch of...
Abrego Garcia's full police report was released by the Trump administration today in a move that completely backfired, as it fully contradicts everything the Trump administration has been claiming. Now, first they claimed that they proved he was a gang member, but the only evidence in the police report is that he was wearing a Chicago Bulls hat and one person's word. Then they said that he had a criminal history, that he was involved in trafficking and other crimes. Well, guess what's on the police report? That's right. Subject has no criminal history.
Wow.
If this man is so bad, why do they need to lie? Now, they admitted when they first deported him that it was a mistake. He had protected status and they shouldn't have deported him. Then the Supreme Court stepped in a 9-0 ruling, said you have to bring him back. And now the Trump administration is defying both of those items. And it seems like the only goal here is cruelty. They could easily bring him back. This is a man who has not committed crimes, who has a young family. I'm for deporting the people that mean us harm, but we still must maintain our laws and our humanity. Abrego Garcia's full police report was released by the Trump administration.
Told y'all. What I tell y'all? They ain't provide no evidence that this dude was a part of MS-13, committed any crime, did any trafficking, beat a woman, like these motherfuckers out here lying and claiming. Told y'all. These people are full of shit. Told y'all. Even coon-ass Clarence Thomas said, nope, what y'all did was fucked up. Constitutional crisis on deck. Everybody has due process. Motherfuckers acting shocked that Trump is doing criminal shit when he's a fucking criminal. That's the wildest shit to me. Donald Trump is a fucking criminal. Donald Trump is a fucking criminal.
Are white men. The lead robbers in America are white men. The largest amount of rapists are white men. The highest number of domestic abusers is white men. The highest number of arrested pedophiles is white men. The greatest number of drug dealers arrested is white men. But if you ask the average American who are the proponents of crime, there's a black face to it. They're now trying to create this narrative that the immigrants are bringing in the crime because they never want to own up to what it is that they have done. Part of our responsibility is to pull the sheets off. We had a shooting here in Georgia not long ago. A young man named Colt, 14 years old, went and shot up his high school. His father's now being charged. Can you imagine what conversation me and you would be having if Colt was black and Colt's black father gave him a gun? The television, the internet would explode on the irresponsibility of black fathers, on why it is that young black men have guns and are carrying guns. It has always shifted to make black men feel hyper-aggressive, hypersexual, and hyper-criminalized. It's part of a larger, historic, original sin of America that always criminalizes and points their fingers at black men when it's absolutely not true.
Just to reverberate my point from earlier, just so. Yep, Zeke girl, that's a fact. Living in a glass house is crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work.
What do you have to say to people who are afraid? Or who represent people who are afraid? We are all afraid. Okay. That's what I'm saying. But we are, we're in a time, in a place where I don't know. I certainly have not been here before. And I'll tell you, I'm oftentimes very anxious myself about using my voice, because retaliation is real, and that's not right.
I want y'all to understand the gravity of this statement from this Republican senator. She's Republican. That's Lisa Murkowski. She is a Republican. She just said retaliation is real. That I oftentimes am very anxious myself for using my voice because retaliation is real. She's scared to death. Like I told y'all, the Republican Party is full of nothing but a bunch of fucking sniveling cowards. That's why they're rushing to lick Donald Trump's taint at any means necessary. They are afraid of him and Elon Musk. The moment they realize there's more of us than it is them is when real change happens in America. Do I feel sorry for her? Fuck no, I don't. Nope, I do not. But I want y'all to take a second. I want y'all to take a second to think if these people knew that is standing up for the American people, doing the right thing, despite retaliation, would make them the martyr of their party, being that their party ain't shit right now. It ain't gonna be shit for the next 40, 50 years. If they grew a fucking spine and stood for the American people and did not give these billionaires, these elite motherfuckers, these tax breaks they're trying to steal from all of us, the American people will reward them with their positions yet again. But that don't work in the mind of a cult. They are afraid of Donald Trump. They think Trump has this mystique or some mystical powers that gonna make them do this and do that. Your constituents are going to suffer. So you mean to tell me that you're not willing to cross a maniacal wannabe dictator out of fear of your constituents turning on you and then retaliating on you when you're protected by law? That says a lot to me. It tells me you're a fucking coward. It tells me that you're a fucking sniveling, yellow-back, spineless fucking coward. And if I was in any kind of position of power in our government, I would be one of the loudest voices you'll hear calling Trump a bitch. Just like Jasmine Crockett which is the reason why she is my favorite politician. She, out of everybody in the fucking White House, out of everybody on Capitol Hill, Jasmine Crockett has the biggest balls out of everybody in Capitol Hill. She is the only person that is willing to put her career on the line to stand up for the American people. She's the only one to do it. There ain't another one that's got the balls to fucking do it. On a scale that Jasmine Crockett is on. Every time you put a camera in front of her, she's telling you that Donald Trump ain't shit. He's a bitch. Elon Musk is a bitch. And fuck both of them. She's telling you to your face how she feels. She ain't hiding how she feels. She ain't using fucking soft words. Oh, my Republican colleagues gotta do this. See, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. You know, a lot of these people done got hooked up on this whole train of they got hooked up on this train of AOC and Bernie Sanders. Nah, AOC and Bernie Sanders only doing what Kamala Harris already done and taking credit for it. Right? They're only doing what already been done. It's already been done by Kamala Harris. It's already been done. Yep. And Congressman Al Green. Congressman Al Green and Jasmine Crockett are two of my favorite politicians right now. Because they have the balls to stand up for the American people when it counts. They hate the shit out of Jasmine. They hate to see Jasmine Crockett coming. They hate to see it. She don't give a fuck. She's going to let you know that you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Have another executive order that President Trump signed relating to independent agencies. This executive order would establish important oversight functions in the Office of Management and Budget and its subsidiary office, OIRA, supervising independent agencies and many of their actions, and also reestablishes the longstanding norm that only the President or the Attorney General can speak for the United States when stating an opinion as to what the law is.
Thank you very much, Will. That was the primary purpose of this conference.
Lastly, we have another executive order that President Trump signed.
Shut the fuck up. Y'all do realize that most of these executive orders these dumb fucks are writing have no fucking grasp in law. So basically, what Donald Trump is saying is, there is no more Congress. There is no more Senate. Only people who interpret the law is Donald Trump. There is no more courts. Which branch of government interprets the law? You have a branch that interprets the law. You have a branch that writes the law. And you have a branch that executes the law. Under the Constitution, he proclaimed himself as a dictator, i.e. saying he's no longer the commander-in-chief of this country anymore. Military, do with that information if you will. Project 2025. I will write the law. I tell you what the law is. The judicial branch interprets the law, which is the courts. That's why there's a Supreme Court. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here. If I was in the Supreme Court, I would rescind this bullshit immunity claim on this fucking orange dumbass today. Not tomorrow, not in the morning, right the fuck now. Rescind that shit. Hold this bitch ass nigga in contempt and run his ass straight to jail. I would call, and if I was a president, man, ooh-wee, I would stack the Supreme Court to 13 justices. Get rid of the majority of the conservative dumbasses is there. Just make them fucking powerless. I would run me in 6 more fucking I would run in, because there's 9 justices now. I'll make it 13. Bring in 4 more justices that are not conservative. Get them the fuck out of here. Reel these motherfuckers useless. 7 versus 6 sound like a pretty good number to me. Let Letitia James do her job. What Donald Trump is essentially doing is trying to overthrow the Constitution of the United States of America. Period. Oh, I want y'all to listen to this. I heard this earlier. Listen to this.
Number 1, form an independent, civilian-powered investigative coalition. I'm talking experts, veterans, whistleblowers, journalists, watchdog orgs. Deputize the resistance. Build a real-time archive of corruption, overreach, and executive abuse. Make it public. Make it unshakable. Let the people drag the rot into light. If you can't hold formal hearings, hold public ones. If Congress won't act, let the country act. This isn't about optics, it's about receipts, because at some point, these people will be held accountable. And when that day comes, we'll need every name, every signature, every illegal order, every act of silence documented. You're not just preserving truth, you're preparing evidence for prosecution. The more they vanish people and weaponize data, the more we need truth in the sunlight.
That is a fact. Organize a organization where every illegal order, like this one today, I'm about to show y'all. About to show y'all this here. Show y'all. Y'all gotta watch this.
I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country.
I have just called President Obama to congratulate him on his victory.
I had the honor of calling Senator Barack Obama to congratulate him. Please.
I spoke to President Bush and I offered him and Laura our congratulations on their victory.
Now the U.S. Supreme Court has spoken. While I strongly disagree with the court's decision, I accept it.
The president was my opponent, not my enemy, and I wish him well and I pledge my support.
And America must always come first, so we will get behind this new president and wish him well.
This nation faces major challenges ahead, and we must work together.
He has won. We are all Americans. He is our president.
In bringing about an orderly transition of government in the weeks ahead.
I congratulate you on your victory.
Congratulations on your victory.
We've got a president-elect. He's going to have my help. Cheers.
I have no bitterness, no rancor at all.
He will have my wholehearted support and your support.
The people have rendered their verdict, and I gladly accept it.
I urge all Americans to unite behind you, and every good American will wholeheartedly accept the will of the people.
I accept the result of the election with complete goodwill.
This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
It was the lie that sparked an insurrection. An existential threat to American democracy.
I'm gonna watch this. Yes, I am. I am going to watch this because I'm going to expound on it. Everybody else seemed to have common decency, but this orange pile of shit. Frankly, we won the election. No, you lied. You fucking lied, you orange pile of shit. You fucking lied. Because that's what you always do. Fucking lie. That is why he wants to take down fucking PBS. That is exactly why he wants to take down PBS. I'm going to watch it as soon as I get off here. I'm about to get off here right now. I'm about to get off here right now and watch this whole damn thing. A whole hour and 53 minutes and 18 seconds of it. And then we're going to have a conversation about it. Yep, sure is. We're going to have a whole conversation about it. But anyways, y'all have a great night. Shout out to everybody in the LDBC. Shout out to all you guys who done hit the like button and all that good fun stuff. Yeah, we'll be back. Y'all have a good night. I'm finna watch this whole documentary. I think I done dropped enough truth bombs today. Yeah, and a whole bag of Cheetos, dog. But yeah, y'all be smooth, man. Have a good one.